Okay, so that brings us to session number 71 for Pathfinder 2. Welcome to the new year.
Happy New Year all.
It's good to be back. Happy New Year.
So tonight joining us is Jeremy.
Good evening all. Yes, I am playing Cordar, the currently half-human warrior of Sandpoint. He's still trying to recover his lost elven heritage by sleeping out under the moon every night. Apparently his ears are starting to get a little bit more pointed, but we'll see what actually happens. But otherwise, he's like always keen to become a hero like his half-brother Gordar.
I'm sure he will eclipse him at some point soon. Also online today we have Mark.
Hello everyone. Happy New Year. I'm playing Sparky, the fun-loving dwarven female rogue who never gets in trouble.
Never gets into trouble whatsoever?
Maybe occasionally, but never. Not as much as previous characters.
We'll see how the dice roll for you tonight. Next online we have David.
Hello, I'm David. I play Belat Silvertongue, diplomancer extraordinaire, avoider of all consequences, moral compass of the party as always, and friar and a toaster of certain party members' pets.
You've got a few more to add to that collection, I'm sure. Then,
and absolutely did not own a whole bunch of eyes. Kid's eye.
He hasn't fried a character companion's pet in quite some time. Their house back fence maybe, but...
There was a backbench, yes. But luckily that character's not with us anymore. Okay, so next person...
It never happened.
So next person online is Peter.
Greetings, and yes, Happy New Year. I'm playing Lord Willow Kenobi, monk extraordinaire.
Very extraordinaire indeed. I'm sure you have your whole list of what he's great at. He does have quite a few titles after all.
Well, he's not great at staying alive, that's for sure.
I don't know if it's just me, but I am effectively not hearing Peter at all.
I did hear Peter.
Trust me.
That's no good.
So it might be Jeremy was having issues on his end.
If only we could swap Jeremy for Peter, and then none of us would be a Jeremy and as terrible characters.
Next online we have M.
Hello, I play Uzo with the ever-lovable Poppy and Giant. I have, if I can read it because the live FPS is right over it, 310 days left to live. Or, kill the Sandpoint devil from his bitch. Either way.
We shall see how that works.
I keep disappointing my pocket god. Because I keep making bad life choices.
And last one online today is Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Harry Potter, the British wizard known to man. Not always the smartest, but will always be the frontline worker of the party.
Cough hack.
When he said Bumpus was a known to man, the voice went up a little bit, made it sound like a question. Yeah.
Bumpus was it known to elves?
To humankind.
It's a humankind?
Or evil for like 2
To what?
Well, considering you're both dwarven and elven, and neither part of them is human, it's interesting that man does actually take a seat in there. So last session, you had talked to the Hell Knights. Well, a Hell Knight want to be one of their junior members, and you had decided to go down into what's called the Underplume, the area underneath Roderick's Cove. You found a way to sneak in going down the well, I believe. And you had managed to have a combat with a bunch of people playing some sort of dice game, and kill them all with the help of the cat with CAT in uppercase. And we ended the session with one of you gaining a golden spoon. I'm sure the golden spoon will have something significant happen later.
Sweetie.
So, who remembers picking up the golden spoon?
I don't.
I personally don't remember doing a golden spoon pickup, but then Cordar probably went to guide one of the experts of the possible entrance while I was search for him, so...
You probably thought it was the wooden spoon, and it would really help Harry to learn that he needs to go last.
Well, the golden spoon was sitting on a table in a back room by itself on top of the table. And one of the characters did pick it up, and so it was either Cordar, Willie, Balath, or Luna.
It was probably Luna. Probably Luna.
It was probably Luna, but if it has to be Bella, I think it'll be Bella.
We just thought I'd clarify, that's all. Nothing to make you feel any form of worry whatsoever.
Yeah, look, I don't believe you, shut up. But also, it's definitely a Luna thing.
One spoon to rule the world. That's definitely a Luna thing.
So, just so you guys remember, there is a cat travelling with the party that yells in people's heads.
Yes, we know. Well, doesn't it yell mostly in Willie's head?
Mostly, but it's taken to doing that to help the rest of the party as well.
Yes.
I don't actually have memory for the cat.
And posts.
We'll all get to enjoy the glories of...
It's not like Cordar pays attention to most of the animals in the party, so...
You did pay attention to this one because it ate two of the creatures you fought in the final combat.
Oh, I recall that now.
Yeah, Bella remembers being violated. His mind being violated by some sort of otherworldly being.
Yep. And welcome back to this being now that you've had a month off from the game. I think it was close to 6 weeks since we last played.
Yeah, I think Cordar told Bella to keep his pets under control.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be Willie's pet, not Ballast's pet.
As I said, it's not like Cordar pays attention to them, so... But in fact, actually, no, I do remember being... Oh no, hang on, I was thinking Harry, but... Yeah. But yes, I do recall it being Willie's, I think, so...
I think
the
it's
response is still the same.
Didn't I lose a familiar or two at some point?
Well, you lost a familiar and gained an imp, so you now have 2 imps.
God damn it!
And you've still got puppy, haven't you? Or your birdie puppy.
And as Ballast says that, both imps turn to him and go, yes?
You two are not my gods, you are just imps.
For now, they say.
Do something useful, like, I don't know, fetch an eye or something. I'm gonna regret saying that.
I'm sure they'll get one from Riddleport for you in no time.
Well, I think we should possibly be all something might be the real problem for you.
They're pretty content on collecting eyes.
Well, they did the eyes so one of them could get a wish, which you gave it to them by burning the eyes. And that's how come your familiar turned into a imp.
That's it. The eyes have it.
It was all in the eye.
As long as it's the same familiar, I'm cool with it.
And your familiar does look the same, he's just got a few more funky powers.
I hate this world so much.
So yeah, so just so the others are aware, you had gone down, snuck in. Oh, that's right. You snuck in through the basement of the mayor's building. You found a tunnel that went down and broke into the Underplume area via disused tunnels.
And it was like natural caverns type stuff. Before it came into the work area. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Now I got my thoughts. Yep.
And there was a ghostly creature there. Which you then talked with and moved on to dealing with.
Then we went into a room that had, some people. Basically, it was like almost a bar type area, I think. With
it was literally a bar with 2 gaming tables.
Yeah.
And you had 2 otherworldly creatures that you hadn't identified yet. And your cat ate them.
We got swallowed by the cat, yes.
So, not horrific whatsoever.
No, all good, I'm sure. As long as Willie controls his cat.
I'm sure Willie will put his hand up and say, what cat?
That's Goldar wasn't paying attention to response to being told to put the cat on. He's still monitoring the other doorways, listening to see if there's any response or action to the fighting.
Well, your fight was rather quick and brutal, and probably wasn't too dissimilar to a bar brawl.
Yeah.
So
how many exits have we got from this room?
You have 4 exits, including the one you came through, and what appeared to be the storage room off to the side that had the golden spoon.
Okay. So listening at the effectively the other 2 doors. You hear anything at either of them?
Okay, so you hear sound of combat coming from one of the doors. I'll give you a perception to see if you can hear more.
Perception is +7, 24.
24. Okay, it sounds as if people are sparring with instructions.
Okay. And at the other door, can we hear anything?
Give me another perception roll for that one.
Oh, natural 20. I'm on a roll to start with tonight. So that's 27 upgraded.
27 upgraded. Okay, so in that room, you can hear a bunch of people discussing some sort of dice game about about saying who's got the most number of a certain side of a dice.
Yep. Any idea what kind of numbers of people are visible or audible on either side?
You think there's probably maybe 2 or 3? That's all you pick up in the voices anyway.
2 or 3 playing dice.
Two or three distinct voices in the dice room, and what you think was about 4 distinct voices coming from the sparring room.
Okay. I will let the others know. It gives her the opportunity to say, "I will go that way," but.
Well, I'll wait to see what everyone else tells you they're doing.
Sorry, just trying to navigate up a very slate that's very short cold. Balak waits to see what everybody else does, and then he says that he'll cover the other door for what they've decided.
How far apart are the doors that we're looking at?
Okay, let's see if I can bring
relationship
up
to each other.
a map for you to actually be able to see. If I can actually get my computer to cooperate, that would be fantastic. Okay. Always handy when you can pull out the actual map and show people.
Yeah, makes it nice. Fairly easy to visualise. I guess if there was some discussion or thought process, quite about the comment as well, if we take the guys who are currently sparring, then we know they're prepared to start fighting immediately, but they're less likely to draw a reaction from others, because hey, people are expecting the sound of fighting. Or if we go to the guys who are talking quietly, discussing dice, they're less likely to be ready for an attack.
So for your purposes, the secret doors, you're in H11, and the secret doors there were basically left open ajar.
Okay.
Balak says, I'd rather hold off the 2 than the 4.
Sparky will pull at Cordar's leg and go, yeah, I agree with Bella.
I'm actually seeing with the other Martin, but okay, we'll work on the idea. So was that saying you wanted to go for the ones who are fighting or the ones who are dicing?
I'm fighting.
So you can't see the screen?
I'm not seeing it, but if others are, then again, I'm not going to muck things around, just like I can't hear Peter at the moment.
Yeah, I can see it, not a problem. Well, no, you just turned it off again. Jeremy, I don't know if you're aware, but you do have to click on view screen.
View screen.
View screen, STREAM. And it may come up as an option for a third window if you have everybody windowed out on the one screen.
Okay, I will keep looking, but yes, in the meantime, if people are ready, I will go for testing the door to the sparring room, just to make certain that it will actually open, and assuming it will, you'll...
It seems to pull towards you.
Yep, okay, you'll be ready to...
So that was the one that had the 4 people in there with weapons ready and practicing combat using pole arms. Yep.
Well, and as I said, if people are happy to go that way first, because I was seeing there were both pros and cons on the both of them, because hey, people are unlikely to come rushing to the sound of fighting in this room anyway. But we are looking at more prepared personnel. And probably worth having, if the spellcasters are ready with something worthwhile to take out to control the group, that would be good. But otherwise, if someone wants to open the door, Cordar will stand in the middle of it.
I'll open the door.
Forward.
You open the door?
I open the door.
Hang on, wait, sorry, wait. Before you do that, sorry, I've been trying to up here. Balak will immediately ready a spell versus enemy appearing from the dice room.
Okay.
And Martin, can I go and try to hide in the shadows with a 28 in stealth?
I'm sure you can believe you're hidden well in the shadows.
Sweet, thank you.
Is Sparky going to open the door and hide behind the door if she's doing in the shadows?
Sparky thinks Cordar's brave enough to do it.
Sorry?
Oh, so Sparky thinks Cordar's brave enough to do it.
Oh, no. Cordar is happy to stand in the door, but if someone opens the door, it means he can have his shield and sword ready.
Okay, well, I'll give that a go, man.
So you open the door. You see two creatures looking like the picture I dropped in chat, as well as 4 humans with pole arms, blade on top with a crescent underneath it.
Okay, yep.
To see what they actually call that type of weapon here. It looks like a rancer. And they haven't noticed you yet.
Well, I'll open the door, move her back into the shadows, and I'll wait to see what happens from there. So
okay, as you move back into the shadows, you feel your a cold nose pressed into the back of your neck.
And it's probably not Poppy the Giant. Probably.
It's more pushing in from a downward angle instead of an upward angle, so definitely not one of the dogs.
Are the 4 pole-arm guys sparring against each other, or are they sparring against the beastie thing?
They are sparring with the beastie things.
Right, okay, so it's all friendly fighting.
They are basically doing formation fighting.
Yeah. And I'm guessing are they in the middle of the room? So
they would definitely be close to the H6 in the middle of the room. With the room being about 50 to 55 feet across. And about 35 to 40 feet the other way, and you're on the edge of the long side. So it's not a small room; it's one of the largest rooms you've seen without supports.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there's potentially some cover items around the edge of the room at the time being.
I'll give you a description of the room. It's a tall round tables line the walls with a spacious ballroom. Dark wood paneling and crimson curtains cover the walls, and crystal chandeliers shine their twinkling lights throughout the space. 2 doors exit from each of the side walls, and a pair of arch openings allow entrances to the short wall and what appears to be a big set of double doors in one of the bottom corners furthest from you.
Okay, well, Porter will take the opportunity then to actually aim to move, well, we'll go for stealthily initially, all along the southern edge of it, just basically aiming to clear space for others to come in behind, and therefore we can actually be attacking from multiple flanks.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
9 plus about 7, I think. Where do I go? 9 plus 6, 15.
15.
Oh, sorry, no, plus 8 is 17.
Okay, as you go stealthing, you seem to catch their attention as they turn to look in your direction, I will give everyone an initiative roll. The Cordar gets to use stealth. The others will only get to use their... Cordar and Sparky will get to use stealth. Everyone else will have to use their perception.
And again on 17 then for initiative.
Okay.
19, Martin.
Willie has 19.
24 for Sparky.
Sparky has 24.
Apparently Bella gets 17 to 9. I probably should roll a D100.
That would be an outstanding roll, especially without it being upgraded.
Well, especially,
21.
especially when, oh yeah, 79, okay. Ballast delays.
Pretty much. Yeah, 21.
So 21 for Belath. I'm still waiting on Duza and Parry. Assuming that they're available.
I imagine they're probably attending to that little demon.
They're tucked away for a moment, so...
Okay, in which case then they will have to tell me when they come back. So, as you look on, you see two of the two creatures before you sort of scream out in a strange language. Does any of you know Aklo?
Nope.
Do these look like the same things at the cafe?
They do.
Oh, don't speak, Aklo.
Okay, has anyone seen the Blade movies, specifically Blade 3?
I think
Long time
so.
ago.
So you're looking at what looks like a normal person until the mouth opens, the jaw splits in two, and it basically opens the equivalent of a mouth sideways through the bottom of the throat, and a tongue about as long as your forearm comes out with what appears to be spiky bits on the end of it.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
They have red glowing eyes, they have 3 clawed hands and 2 clawed feet. And they also seem to be well skilled with using a polearm.
So they're armed with polearms as well?
They are armed with polearms as well. And using it quite using it very well. Dexterously, yes. My mouth just couldn't get around the right words. So they form up next to the other 4, forming a wall of pike weapons. So Sparky, you're up next.
Cordar managed to get a little bit away from the door before they spotted it?
I believe Cordar's in the bottom corner if you can see the map.
Okay, happy with that. On the idea that it means that...
He could potentially hide behind the table.
I don't know, it was the idea of whether or not we might be slightly different directions, but obviously get far enough to make that work. I'll see people at the door as soon as we'll come through, so...
So, what does Sparky do? Hello, Mark.
Sorry, man. I thought I was off mute.
Okay.
One action to pull out the crossbow.
Yep.
Would that be another action to load it or not?
It would be, and a third action to get to the door so you can actually see a target.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because you were hidden behind, you were hidden out of sight in the corner.
That's fair enough. I'll cop that one. So that'll be me.
Okay.
Of course, Cord, I'd be thinking, this is the whole plan of preparing before the door opens.
Well, he hid in shadow specifically.
Yeah.
I did, so it's okay.
Okay. The four humans here bang their pole arms on the ground and clang them together and shout out, "Intruders! Intruders to arms!" Balath is now up.
Balath is on mute.
This has gone horribly wrong.
Don't worry, it can go even worse, just like last time.
Oh, I'm sure it can.
So, can't he...
Well, it turns out that switching apps and unmuting is actually a lot of work.
What is Balath choosing to do?
Balath is going to card. You know what? No, he's going to continue to ready.
Okay, Balath is ready for... What's he going to do at when someone does come through?
He's going to cast Firewall.
Is Firewall a single action spell?
That's a bloody good point, actually. I'm glad you asked. I'm not really glad you asked, to be honest.
It's
yeah,
okay.
Very much, yeah.
I just remember all the conversations I had with Victor about timing.
You know what? I don't actually have Firewall. I have Flaming Sphere.
So you're preparing to shout Firewall?
Flaming Sphere could be more valuable here anyway.
I was actually thinking that, you know what, they're called out. Flaming Sphere, go away, please.
Okay, Flaming Sphere in the doorway between you and them, or the doorway to the north?
The doorway between the party and the guys who are playing cards.
Okay. So that is Balath, that's 2 actions. What do you do with your third action?
Shit myself. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. You feel more comfortable. Corda, so Willie's up next, actually.
Has Corda suicidally run into the room yet?
Well, technically yes, he's the only one in the room. And he's out of sight from you.
Is he?
Yes, he went in and then to the left in the corner. Oh, sorry, he went into the bottom left corner of the room.
Basically, yes. If you were standing in the doorway, you could see him very easily, but if you're back from the door, he's not necessarily immediately obvious.
Okay. I'll follow him up. I can't let him go off and get the glory by himself.
Okay, there are tables you can use for cover.
Yeah, why not? And I also dropped into Tiger Style.
Not Dragon Style?
No. Hate those guys.
I'm sorry, I can't keep asking that one. Okay, so yes, you move in, you change to Tiger Style, and what do you do with your last action?
Regret my life choices.
You have a flashback of your child being told about it from your wife that you had given a name to. Not sure if you remember that, what you named your child.
No, I forget. I'm sure I've written it down somewhere though.
Well, that would be a bit of a blow if you come across your child and not remember.
I don't think I've actually met my child yet, have I?
Not yet. That was going to happen soon.
Well,
And truly, you do regret your life choices.
You did.
Yes.
You named her Nemo.
Nemo. Ah, okay.
So we're on session 15. You found out about her at session 1 of this season.
Where's my son?
Well, that one you haven't found out yet because you haven't paid your parental tithe yet. So, Willie has these flashbacks of regret of not meeting his daughter before coming down here.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a stretch. But anyway.
Well, you did say regret life choices.
Having the child might be the life choice I'm regretting, but not meeting, not so much.
Okay. So, next up is Cordar.
Cordar's going to move. Like it might be 1 or 2 moves, but it's only got 20-foot move at the moment because he's a slow human. Basically to the middle of the southern wall.
Yep.
Still staying to the southern wall though. And third action will be to raise shield.
Okay.
It's probably not really worth taking cover behind tables because the Rangers will be able to fire over top of them anyway, and they'll probably just get his way, I would think.
Okay, so by the time you get past the second table on the bottom wall, you'll come within striking distance of one of the Rancher wielding creatures.
Oh, okay, so they've actually moved forward enough to...
Well, they're across the middle of the room, but going from top to bottom.
Oh, okay, right.
Because there's 6 of them all up, and they each take a 5-foot square.
Yeah, fair enough then. In which case then, I will aim to... if it's one action to move into melee range.
Yep.
I can stay at their range through length, and I'll use a lunge to attack.
Okay, so as you move into melee range, you move within to their range, and one of them uses a prepared action to strike out at you.
And what's their reach?
Their reach is 10 feet. They have a reach weapon.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's just the...
So when you get in range to do your lunge, you move right into their range, which then triggers their readied action.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's it's the fact that, yeah. There's still a 5-foot gap between us, but yes, I'm still within each of the 10-foot. Yep.
Well, they all have pole arms, so they all have reach weapons.
Yep, that's okay.
So,
that's right.
will a 24 hit quarter?
24... will hit.
Okay. And it rolls a fantastic dice roll for you.
What?
It gets a 1 on the d10. So you take 5 points of piercing damage.
5 points piercing, okay.
And then you get to continue your action.
And then I will lunge forward and attack him. Plus 14. 19.
19 is a hit.
Is this thing likely to take fire damage?
You hope so.
Well, that's what it's worth rolling. 13 points of magical slashing and 2 points of fire. Is this one of the humans on the end, or is
No,
this one of the
it's
beasties at the end?
one of the beasties.
Yeah. I thought it would be.
They're at either end.
Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Okay, so that is Cordar's action. So, do we have an Emma or a Josh back yet? I take that as a no. So, back to the top of the round, and the beasties go. So the one that you struck out at Jeremy is attacking you back.
Yep.
So it hits an armor class 19.
19 will miss.
Okay. It moves in closer to you, and then it tries to bite you with its really disgusting looking jaw, and that hits an armor class 22.
22 will miss.
No, sorry, it is 23 because it's agile.
23 will still miss.
Which is good. Just miss.
Yeah, okay. The 24 hit, the 23 misses.
And that's still with the shield raised?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And the one to the top comes down behind it, spending a move to do so, and then attacks over the top of it with its ranseur.
Yep.
Hitting an armor class of 22.
Not good enough.
Does not provide flanking due to the fact that the guy's in front of it, not behind it.
Yep.
It has a second swing, using its last action. Hitting an armor class of 15, which I believe will not be a critical fail.
Not a critical fail, no.
But he did try his best.
Hey.
Sparky, you are now up, and you've just seen this horrible looking creature. You get to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Will saving throw.
What's that then? Okay, sorry. Oh, I thought it sounded like a 1 in the dark. Okay, my apologies. That was a 7. 7 plus... just bear with me a second, man. It's been a while.
It's all good. I'm just getting ready all the condition cards and critical hit cards, just in case, you know.
Well, we're about to lay that hit condition card there, obviously.
I will. Hang on. I will plus 10, 17.
17. Okay. Just about to give you a condition once I can find the right one.
Back a bad time.
Your character is sickened one at the moment after looking at them. It is so horrific to you that you find yourself very disturbed.
Okay. Is that, which one is that? Just the first one or the second one, or?
It doesn't matter which one. Just the look of how these creatures operate makes you feel extremely ill. So all your checks and DCs are reduced by 1.
Okay. Well, my first action was to attack it with the crossbow.
So it will reduce your attack roll by 1 as well.
Yep, that's fair enough. So, this is the one that actually tried to bite Jeremy.
Yep. So you're shooting into melee?
I'm shooting the melee.
Thanks.
That's -1 because second. So that's a 17.
Okay, so you seem to hit Cordar from behind.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
You had 4 opponents you could have thought about that weren't in melee.
But it glances off his armor.
Okay.
Ting!
Okay. I reload, which is 1 action.
So you got 1 action left.
I'll pick a one. It's a bit easier. I'll pick one of the humans, the first human that I can see.
Okay, you can see Balath right next to you.
No, the first human with the ransels. The enemy, man. So I know what you're trying to get at there. Well, Belaf is a good target. I don't think it's right to do that.
I know.
Quarter carries a wax, so.
Okay, so... crossbow, it's a agility weapon, isn't it? So it's -4, isn't it? -5, if I remember. That's not agile, so it's -5. So that's a 17 hit.
17 to hit with the -1 from second.
Oh, 16, sorry.
Okay, so yes, your shot goes past them. Just doesn't even come close.
I sigh. A deep sigh. That's my end of my game, man.
Okay. So, one of the humans steps up beside the beastie attacking Quarter and swings with its rancier at 10 feet, hitting armor class 28.
That'll hit.
Okay, looks like the dice love you today. It does 6 damage.
Okay.
And then they take another swing. This time hitting armor class 24.
24 hit.
And this time does 10 damage. And then you see that 2 others move up behind each of these that have attacked you, looking like they're facing towards Willie. So if Willie does try to close in, he will most likely provoke and get attacked. Okay, so that is their go. Now it is Balath's turn. You have your flaming sphere.
Yeah, so what is the rules for sustaining a spell?
You have to spend 1 action on your turn to sustain it. If you do not, it then ends at the end of your turn.
Alright! Can you sustain more than 1 spell at a time?
Yes, you can, as long as you have the actions to spend on it.
Yeah, excellent.
So, majority of the times you can sustain 2 spells, because most spells that need sustaining require at least 2 actions to cast.
Yep, no, that's all good. So obviously going to sustain the flaming sphere.
Yep.
In the hope that they don't pull any bullshit. And they're definitely going to. I can see them getting probed in the kidneys. He looks to one of the imps.
Yep.
Who is acting as his familiar, I guess, and says, go inside the room, I want to be able to see. Balath has share senses.
At which point I will remind Balath that he asked his imps to go get him a pie.
They gone?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. That changes things very little. Is Puppy still around?
Puppy is still around, because you didn't ask him to go get your pie.
I'm such a good boy. Balath whistles to Puppy, points into the room where Cordo is and says, go protect Cordo, look after it. Go and kill the bad guys that aren't Cordo, or the rest of the party. The guys with the people in the spears, go and kill them.
He barks approvingly towards you, though he was eyeing off your flaming ball as a play toy.
No, leave the ball alone. Leave the ball alone. Go and look after Cordo.
Okay, and he just bounds into the room, spending 2 actions to move up to Corda.
You know, David, that might be a way of controlling the hell out of
And just go through some really bad perception.
the flaming sphere on the other side of the enemy, and then go let the hellhound go for the flaming sphere.
Yes, unfortunately, he just lost reception. Okay, so that...
I think I'm back.
You are back. So that is two of your actions, one for sustain, one for Poppy.
Yeah.
What do you do with your final action?
I'll load my crossbow.
Okay, you load your crossbow. Then we're up to Willie. You're in the room. You see a flaming dog go past you.
Excellent.
If it's not a cat.
Actually, I'd feel a little bit more secure if it was the cat. Well, I guess I do the suicidal thing and I go and help Order. Why not?
Okay. Well, you
I'm
could.
assuming I'm going to take 2 attacks of opportunity.
You'll take at least 2 attacks of opportunity.
Does Pathfinder have tumble type effects?
I believe they have things that allow you to move without provoking, but you actually have to have the words that say it doesn't provoke. Except for these guys may have prepared an action, which means it will even if you don't provoke, they can still act.
It's not an attack of opportunity; it's a ready action. So.
Yep. And if they have attack of opportunity as well, that doesn't trigger because a ready action uses your reaction.
Yeah.
Which is why Cordar only got 2 attacks, so 1 attack on him instead of 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this case, so you rush in to help Cordar, and 2 of the humans swing at you as you get close. First one hits an armor class of 21.
Miss. Yay!
And the second one hits an armor class of 28.
Yeah, that hit.
And this one deals 11 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Are you doing the hit points, Martin?
I have got them down at 11. I haven't got it on the screen because the screen one doesn't actually have correct hit points for the characters yet. And Dooza and Parry need to roll initiative. So Willie, you've had 1 action to get over to them, leaving you 2 actions left.
Alright, I will try to slaughter them as best I can.
Yep. So you want to step up to punch one?
Yes.
As you step up to punch one, you actually, so after they struck you with their weapons, you end up provoking from one of the other guys who's already acted. That attacked Cordar. He gets to have an attack on you because you have moved through one of his threatened squares.
The monk doesn't have the ability to move without provoking?
Not only a step.
This was still in the same movement. He did a single action move. And they got an armor class 14, meaning I believe they missed.
They do.
Actually, critically.
No.
So what is Willie's armor class?
It is 23.
Okay, right.
And what is Cordar's armor class?
24.
Okay. So what is Dooza and Parry's initiative?
I'm just trying to math.
Mine's 29.
And Willie, you also get to do your 2 actions now that only one of them could attack you as you moved in.
Yep.
27.
27 for Dooza. So you're next to one of the humans. What do you do, Willie?
I slash. Or, it's a 23.
23 is a hit.
Alright. I'll do a massive... Fucking hell. What's that? 14, 16 points.
So 16 points of damage.
That was pretty good.
And you've got 1 action left.
I take another swing, and I only roll an 8.
You roll a total of hit armor class 8.
Yes.
You have critically fumbled. What would you like to do with your critical fumble?
I'd like to look at myself disapprovingly and move on after having learnt from my mistake.
Okay, so you have managed to jar your hand on your attack. Your hand stings and it's got pins and needles throughout it, but you didn't break anything this time.
This time.
You just have visions of your entire hand being broken and wired with the medical facilities of Riddleport.
Yes, the flashback. No.
Again, regretting life choices. Cordar is now up.
Well, I will take another lunge at the.
You have one.
beastie that's
You have one
before.
adjacent to you. The one that you lunged at before is now adjacent to you.
That's something with the back, yes, he's adjacent. And I've got Willie beside me now too, haven't I?
You do, yes.
Okay. I won't then step back, even though that would give me the option of avoiding some of the attacks, but yeah. So, attacking on the beastie in front of me, AC 31.
AC 31 is a critical hit.
Marvelous. Nine, 13, 26. 26 slashing, magical, and 8 persistent fire.
Okay, so there is a spell of brimstone as the beast burns up with your blade, striking it quite convincingly.
Okay. So it top down?
It is gone. It burns
It's
away.
gone? Okay. I will stab, I'll do a lunge at the other beastie that was behind it.
Okay.
14, 9, AC 24.
AC 24 is still a hit.
For 8 points of magical sting and 3 points fire.
Yep.
And
Okay.
third action is ray shield.
Always got to get that shield in raised.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that brings us to the top of the round, and Parry is now up.
Alright. So what's around us at the moment?
At the moment, you've got a gaming table behind you, a flaming ball of fiery death to the north of you, the area you came in to the south of you, and to the east of you is a ballroom with Cordar, Willie, and a flaming dog engaging with 5 what look to be militia with pole arms working in tandem. These guys beat the crap out of you last time you came down here.
Okay.
You have flashbacks. You have flashbacks.
Yeah, I have flashbacks, lovely.
You have a vendetta.
I do have vendetta. I'm going to go over there towards the rest of the party who are in combat,
Yep.
and I'm going to. There's 5.
There are 5 left. One of them just burnt away, but you didn't get to see that because you weren't in the room.
Oh, okay. Well, so
What is
I am going to cast electric arc.
and what is Parry's armor class?
18.
Okay, so you cast electric arc. Who are you casting at? At the human, 2 humans, a human and or a human and this strange creature that very much is horrific to look at.
I probably wouldn't have seen where this horrific creature has come from.
It's the same horrific creature that beat you up last time, so you have seen it before.
And also the same horrific creature that, the same fire that we just saw in the room that it come from.
He didn't make it into the room in time to see it. He missed that one.
Quick question.
Oh, okay, right.
What room are we in on the map?
So the character's starting in room H11, moving into H6.
The big one in the centre.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, big center one.
Thanks.
Alright, so, sorry man, you have to remind me because it's been a while.
All good.
Electric Arc is cantrip 1, it's heightened to 2, so it gets 2 dice.
So it's considered a level 1 spell, and it gets heightened to a level 2 spell because you're a you can cast second level spells.
Yeah.
So that means it gets one heightened effect on it.
Yeah,
not
one
two.
extra dice.
Yeah.
Just making sure, because I think we ran into that problem like a while ago, so it's been quite a long time since cool, excellent. I will use Electric Arc on the beastie, and I'm guessing the one of the people who tried to, I probably didn't see it really get hit.
No, you didn't. You missed all the excitement. Though there is a spirit card here.
I'll target the one of the guys who I don't recognise.
Okay. So
because I'm assuming I can see Willie and Cordar in there.
You can see Willie and Cordar.
Beautiful.
So is there a saving throw or an attack roll?
It is a reflex saving throw.
Okay. Reflex saving throw. I think they failed. They may even have clearly failed.
What's the DC?
I'll let Martin know once the rolls are done.
So, considering how fabulous they are, they managed to get a 8.
That is a crit fail.
Mm-hmm. And the second, I believe each of them makes a roll?
Yeah, each of them makes a roll.
Okay, and the other one got a 17, I think.
That is a failure, just straight. It was spell DC 20.
I thought the dice was 19, it's only 10, that's alright.
So now, it doesn't say anything about critical failures.
It's a basic reflex, so it takes double damage on a critical failure, standard damage on a failure.
Yeah, cool. And then nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah, they've tried to simplify it by not having to put the words every time.
Yeah. Excellent. So it's 2d4, and then we'll double one, and then just take the roll for the other. 2d4 plus ability modifier. 7 and 4 is 11, so 22 on the crit failure and 11 on the other one.
So 22 on the first one?
Yep.
Okay, you see him sizzle as your lightning just arcs through him. He collapses.
Oh, yay!
Luckily, he had been hit previously, so that did help give you an assistance.
Oh, cool.
Very cool, because Parry didn't notice that, so he assumed he took down a completely fresh, undamaged person.
Exactly.
It's all parry to the rescue.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I believe that was a 2-action attack?
That is indeed a 2-action attack.
Okay, so that brings us to Dooza. What does Dooza do? How does Dooza save everyone?
Who's the Dooza?
Dooza. Who can I see?
So, you can see the cat standing in a corner. You can see a couple of bodies on the ground nearby. You can see a big flaming sphere blocking a passageway to the north. You can hear the sounds of combat coming from a room to the east. Because you're still in room 11. You're still in room 11.
Oh, I head towards the combat.
Okay, you spend one action, you find yourself in a ballroom. You can see that Parry is fist pumping. Cordar is hiding behind his shield. And Willie is definitely not doing dragon style.
Okay, who is closest to where I am?
Okay, closest to where you are is Parry.
Enemy? No, I could probably take Harry down.
Okay,
You know we want to.
closest one is at least a move away.
Okay,
So you gotta do second movement.
I will do the second.
Okay, so you move up and find yourself adjacent to them. Luckily, they had already done their attack of opportunity, so they can't do anything.
Sweet. I've already hit.
Walloping time? Walloping time?
Third action wallop.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to get Hunter's Mark, but that's it.
I'm not going to survive long enough, brother.
Don't bother. Well, no, I need it to do my like two-handed, like kind of flurry attack kind of thing. But that's fine. I will quick draw.
Yep.
And attempt to pull.
Okay, you quick draw and you get an attack.
Whack-a-goon.
I'm going to try the dice that bubble me.
I'm sure the dice aren't trying to kill you today.
I hope not.
Especially when you need them for it.
Yeah. 27.
27. Okay, so 27 is a hit, not a crit.
$14.
14 damage.
Slashing.
Still standing.
Still standing. I rolled 2 5s. On D8.
That's alright.
That's not bad as that.
I mean, above average.
Just above average, yeah.
Plus, what is it plus per dice? Or just.
No, just total.
That's what. It'd be a lot.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I mean, I just literally told Martin about like lightning spells because the team waits so long.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to just begin.
yes, you have one action left after doing your. Oh no, that's right. You've had all 3 actions.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 movement and then attack.
Okay, so you see 2 more of the horrific creatures come in through the east door at the top,
Right.
each with ranches, and they move down to join the ranks of the others.
Okay.
That's their turn.
Front rank or second rank?
One of us. One of them.
Coming into the back rank of them.
Right, okay.
No, they're joining together.
So not quite in range to attack yet, but we'll be able to move into attack range next round. The one that Cordar attacked with range attacks him back.
Without moving forward?
He doesn't need to.
I'm happy with that. Or it means that the person behind him can't attack, so I'm happy to stay away.
Though, considering he got a 11 downgraded,
That's probably going to be problematic for either him or his friends.
so let's see what the wonderful critical fumble deck does to the monster.
Yay!
It could deflect the crossbow bolt sitting next to Cordar and he could stab himself in the eye with it.
I prefer to stab himself at the rank sir or do a lot more damage.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just options. Just options for man.
Okay, so well, the thing is that there is a card effect involved because it was a critical fumble on on the actual thing. So a card crit, and he seems to strike him You manage to deflect his rancor into the ground, where it bounces back and strikes the hilt into his stomach, causing him to cry out in pain.
Cool.
Okay, so that was his turn. Now it is Sparky's turn.
So that was obviously his first attack. I'm assuming the critical means he doesn't get any more attacks.
And basically taking away the rest of his attacks with the critical fumble.
Happy with that?
Sparky will reload the crossbow again.
Yep.
This person's within melee with the Cordar, right? Is that correct?
Most of them are in melee at the moment.
Except for the ones right back.
Melee when there's a 5 foot gap? Isn't that where Vic can lunge it?
It pretty much counts as cover because you're they're on the other side of party members.
Understandable.
Okay. Would I have shots into the 2 new beasties that came through the door or not?
They're on the other side of the room and they joined the group of people, the mass of people.
So they're behind as well. So.
Wherever I shoot's going to be cover, kind of thing. Is that pretty much
unless you shoot a party member, everyone else is cover. Because there are 4 party members in the room between you and them, including not including the 3 puppies.
And nothing's coming out of that other door yet, is it? Is that correct?
Not yet.
The door to the north? No.
Okay. Okay.
Well, the flaming sphere is in room H11.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's covering the northern passage.
It is, yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't really think I should reload my crossbow if that's the case. If I can't get any good shots out, I'm going to drop the crossbow on the floor.
Yep.
Move to the one that just called her.
Yep.
And go for a stab.
Okay, it takes an attack of opportunity on you as you move into stabbing range.
Are you actually moving in front of Cordar?
I'll try to go to the side or something like that. I wouldn't go
No,
to the
it's
right.
just if you go for the one that the Cordar fighting, if they're fighting Cordar, there's a 5 foot gap between us. There are others that you could get closer to and still be next to party members that isn't the one Cordar fighting.
Okay. Each of them would have attack of opportunity anyway, wouldn't they?
They do. They've all got attack of opportunity as a feature.
But at least you wouldn't be in front of the party line.
So what is Sparky's armor class?
Yeah, because I've got the map here because I'm signed into Discord as a new user, so I can't see all the stuff. So I'll go to one where.
What is Sparky's armor class?
Armor class. Sorry, give me a second. I'm just 20.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, you're going to move in and try to get next to one of the humans to stab it?
Yep.
Okay, they also get an attack of opportunity on you?
That's fair enough.
Okay, so they have that was a 19, so luckily that missed.
Yeah.
But one of the guys behind them also gets to attack because they are in ranks.
That's fair enough.
And they got a 23.
That's a hit.
Doing 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then you get to finish your move and make your attack. So that is one action to move into that location.
Yep. Okay. Pull out my dagger, of course, which is another action, I assume.
Unless you got quick draw, it is.
No quick draw, unfortunately. I double checked, unfortunately.
So, move, draw, and final action.
Yep. Which is a 25 to hit. The dagger.
25 to hit is a hit on the human.
Not too bad. Oh, that's not bad. So that's 7 plus 4 is 11 magical piercing damage.
He seems to take it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I gulp. Yep.
And that's your turn. Then you see 3 people come out of the door to H5 with pole arms. You see 4 people come out of the corridor on the other side of the room. And you see 2 more come out of the red doors in the bottom corner. So you've now got 11 humans in the room and 3 beasties in the room.
One of the beasties is damaged and a couple of the humans are damaged, I think.
One of the humans is damaged. One of the beasties is damaged. Okay, so one of them, one of the humans attacks Sparky as his attack, hitting armor class 17 with his first attack.
It's a miss.
Then second attack hits armor class 16.
It's a miss.
Then the one behind him makes an attack on Sparky, hitting armor class 26.
That's a hit.
Dealing 9 points of damage.
Yep. Okay.
And has a second attack.
Yep.
Hitting armor class 24.
It's a hit.
Dealing another 9 points of damage.
Yep.
Then one of them is attacking Duzar. Hitting armor class 24. Does 24 hit Duzar?
Yes.
What is Duzar's armor class?
22.
Okay.
Is that AC? Yes.
And you end up taking 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then a guy behind him lines you up and attacks you. Only hitting armor class 15 this time, so doesn't get through. Oh, sorry, the first guy has a second attack. Only getting armor class 15. Then the guy behind him attacks with his Ransur, getting a 24.
That's it.
Dealing 14 points of damage. And then he has a second attack, hitting armor class 20, which glances off.
Nope.
Got close. Then one of them attacks Willie, hitting armor class 27.
Good enough.
Dealing 12 points of damage. And has a second swing, hitting armor class 15, not getting through. Guy behind him reaches over the top and strikes out at Willie, hitting armor class 20, missing, but tries again. And manages to get a 25 upgraded.
Enough.
Which means it's not a card crit, it's just a normal crit.
Yeah.
So you got lucky there. So that makes it 20 points of piercing damage. Okay.
Enjoy your luck.
The beastie swings at Corda with its Ransur,
Yep.
hitting a 29,
That'll hit.
dealing that would be 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then takes a step and then tries to bite you.
Okay.
And that would be a miss, hitting armor class 16. No, 17.
Miss. Yeah.
And behind him, one of the humans steps up and reaches over to try to hit you as well.
Yep.
but only gets a 17, and that's his only action he had. Okay, so now we're up to Balath.
The beastie wasn't actually further afflicted by his punching himself in the gut last turn, was he?
He.
Or there was no persistent effect.
I would say that the one. Yeah, he probably should have missed you. Did he hit you? Did he hit you?
That's right. He did.
How much did he hit you
But
by?
I think he hit fairly well. I think about 27 or something. So.
Then it would have been dropped by 3, making it 24, meaning he just hit it.
Still a hit.
Yeah.
But it does mean his bite was probably a critical miss.
It would, because his bite would have been a.
Because he got 6C on the bite, didn't he?
That would have made it a 13, making it a critical miss. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you like to take a reaction and attack?
Oh, I might as well do that next time.
As he's left himself opened.
AC 26.
26 is a hit.
Wow. I think I've had 3 or 4 hits with
Actually,
my,
a 26 because of him being sickened is a crit.
Oh, okay. So that's 9, 13, 26 magical slashing and 3 persistent burn.
Okay, so he also burns away before your sight.
Yeah. I think I've rolled my damage of 2d8 with my Lancer, and I've got 9 every shot.
Okay, so that was a nice solid hit. And
Everybody gets providing me.
yep, and then that brings us to Balath. We have a Balath still online.
He's not muted apparently, so
Reception?
Hello, David.
He said 2 seconds.
Okay.
Audio problem.
Okay, while he's sorting audio problems, we might get Willie to go. You have been struck a few times by people.
You guys hear me?
We have David back.
Sounds like this goes like nothing in some confusion. No. So, who was first?
You're up now, as in, what do you mean first?
I think it's
Who was hurt? Okay, so Dooza has taken 26 points of damage. Sparky has taken 37. Willie has taken 43. Cordar has taken 34.
Oh, you guys suck.
Hey, I'm basically about 20 opponents.
Harry's not his listening, he's not actually in the melee.
So, at least like around.
Using player knowledge because I can't do the map at the moment.
Yep.
Would it be reasonable to assume that the guys that I'm attempting to crack and so probably have gone around?
They have gone around.
Excellent.
They went to where the fighting was, not trying to flank people.
Yeah, I'm exceptionally glad to hear that. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. I'll just start. Okay, Bella is going to move towards the doorway.
Yep. You're at the doorway. If a action, you can still do more movement if you wish to.
That's okay, so I can now see the doorway.
You can now see into both rooms.
Okay, so sustain and can you please do me a favour?
Yep.
And find the most inconvenient spot as far as enemies are concerned, to place that flaming sphere, and wherever it is, it will go there.
Okay, how far can it move?
As it can move anywhere within range of the spell. It will add up to plus 5 foot square.
I can think of the perfect spot right in the middle of their ranks. I'm just going to look it up to make sure it can do so.
Yeah, let's disrupt that formation.
Because if you can do that, they can't get all their bonuses.
Yeah, I'm good for that.
It just says, sustain it leaving in the square or rolling it to another square within range. So it doesn't actually have a movement itself.
It is fantastic.
Yeah, so it doesn't move through anyone to deal with damage. It just just plug it there.
Okay, reflex save 4-person. I believe they got a 20. Would that beat your DC?
I think it may. So just give me a moment. I'm doing 7 things to guys. Okay, and so for spells, DC 20.
I've got the magic number.
Okay, so they take half damage, so roll 3d6.
Yeah, can somebody roll it for me, please? Somebody who isn't Jeremy.
Oh, okay. Don't take my 17.
Fine, I'll take it. I don't care, you because I'm gonna
So half is 8 damage. And you seem to have broken up their formation because they're now worrying about this flaming ball amongst them.
Yeah, that was my primary concern, because those guys are way too organised. I've been trying to break that formation for a while, but I didn't want to create a big hole in our defences. Also, I'll have to raise his crossbow and look.
Okay, attack roll with the crossbow.
Yep. Jeremy, can you D20 for me, please? I'm just fighting with 18 years and 600 horsepower.
Do you really want me to? I got a 9.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be honest, it's only a crossbow. The crossbow for you sorcerer. 15 it is. That guy who fumbled, by the way, if he's still alive.
He's dead.
Never mind, just some rando.
Some rando, armor class 15, bounces off their armor.
Yeah, that was better than nothing, I guess, sort of distracted them, maybe.
Okay, so that is Balaf's this round with his flaming sphere. Willie, you're now up.
Okay, well, whoever's closest.
You've got people easily in melee range and with reach weapons also attacking you.
Melee range, I don't want to move if I don't have to. Okay, so what's that, 25?
25 is a hit.
For an amazing 12 points.
Okay, he takes 12 points.
And I'll have another go. Come on. What's that? 22.
22 is a hit.
Great. 10 points.
He's still standing. Do you want to go for a third and lucky? Third time lucky?
No, because I'm going to critically miss and break my hands.
Someone has been.
What I will do if I can is move to a position where I'm threatening guys standing back, but while still threatening the guy I'm fighting.
Okay, so you try to position yourself better. I'll give you a bonus to your armor class. Assume you've got +1 to your armor class for the next round.
Cool. Okay.
You just positioned yourself a little bit better in the battlefield. Okay, that brings us to Cordar.
Okay. So there's, well, presumably one guy off to the side with next to Willie, but I've got one guy in lunging range.
You got one guy in biting range.
He died.
Oh, that's right, you killed him. So yes, there are two. There are at least 3 guys in lunging range for you.
Okay. I will go for the one that's actually next to Willie, like in the sense that make them reach if they need to. Actually, no, it's fine. Okay. I will do a lunge to go for a second rank guy.
Okay.
Because it's the blank space in front of me. AC 24.
That is a hit.
Yep, the 9, so 13 maximum slashing and 1 point of fire.
Okay, so that is your first action.
Yep. We'll take another lunge. 16, AC 25.
That's a hit.
Oh, and I finally got something different to 9. But
2?
25 for a total of 9. But, so 9 points of slashing and 6 points of fire.
Okay, so yes, he's still standing. Would you like to go for the third one or raise your shield?
Get the shield up.
Okay. Always worthwhile.
Absolutely. 10% more chance of being hit.
Okay, so you see someone come through the red doors to the southeast carrying what appears to be a combat quarterstaff.
Okay. And he's wheeling it and spinning it around impressively.
She is. She also has a jaunty cap on.
A jaunty cap, whoa. Okay.
As she moves in, she calls out, "You're going to regret messing with the horn fangs." As she moves into what appears to be a monk fighting style you're not familiar with.
Cordar replies with, you should never have come to Roderick's Cove.
And she seems to move towards Cordar as her target.
All happy with that?
So her entire actions are move, pose, move.
Move, pose, move.
Well, that's what stances are. They are poses.
And so she's moved effectively into that 5 foot gap between me and the guy I was attacking?
No, she's moving into your reach range because she also appears to have reach.
Okay. So she stayed 5 foot gap, has she?
Yes, she has.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'm happy that we can keep, if Cordar can keep a second rank back from the rest of the party, that's a bonus.
And then between Cordar's legs, a giant puppy squeezes through. It's been doing 5 foot steps so as not to provoke itself, and is now standing before you, growling at everyone in front of you.
Okay. Is it a flaming puppy?
This is a flaming puppy.
Right.
It's not exactly a stupid flaming puppy, but it is a flaming puppy.
I don't know, that could have been more if it was a flaming puppy. Or whether it was a furry puppy. Oh no, we don't have any furry puppies in the party, do we?
You do have giant and puppy.
Okay, we do, yeah.
But they're sort of sitting back watching from the doorway.
Fair enough. They can keep watching that northward passage and make sure nothing comes through there.
So that brings us to round 4 and parry.
Can you try to get this out?
What does Josh want to do with parry?
So just give me 1 second. I'm just going to deal with Yuki for half a sec, and then I'll be back. It'll just literally be 1 sec.
All good. In that case, I will try to show people picture, depending on how well it works. Can you see jaunty sort of person?
There we go.
Jaunty cap and all.
Like she's got a staff rather than what looks like a cane or a sword.
Yeah, it's a quarterstaff.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's 4 o'clock the kitchen, is it?
So see if I'll try to do a big screen view for you.
It won't make much difference for me.
I'm in a cold.
Oh, yeah, I can see the other end of the staff now. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm back. You can say grass seed, which is probably the reason why she's been a bit sad lately, because I will check, because you were wondering why she had neck pain, and it was right on her spine,
Yeah.
basically, so.
That's all good. I was just showing them pictures of the new monk to the party.
Oh, really changed?
No.
To the enemy party.
I'm sure you can trade Willie in for her and she won't mind.
Martin, I had a quick...
You had a quick...
so I had a quick question. Sorry,
Yep.
my book hit one of my e-binds to definitely. Another quick question was, is there I believe it's a 30-foot line that doesn't involve party members that I can fit as many soldiers as possible?
You can... Technically no, because they have moved into a point where you can't easily maneuver.
Okay.
They're sort of to the north and to the east of you, and for you to attack them you could probably get 2 of them in one go without hitting party members, but they are covering the north and eastern side of the room.
Would I be able to get more with the movement?
Not without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
But you can do so if you're willing to take attacks of opportunity. So
I think...
Well, look, you haven't been hurt yet, so...
I haven't been. We'll do it. We'll move to a better position.
Okay. So, positioning yourself.
Hang on. What happened to Parry? What's his tactical fighting business?
I've been sitting on a spell for quite a while, so...
So the first one hits armor class 25,
Hits.
which does 10 points of piercing damage to you.
Ow.
And the second one doesn't hit you at all, as it only gets an armor class of 12.
Yay! Perfect! So, 30-foot line will be hitting how many?
You will be able to hit 5 with your 30-foot line.
Beautiful. They all make a fortitude save throw.
Okay.
As I cast Grim Tendrils.
So first one fails but not critically. Second one critically fails. Third one critically fails. Fourth one succeeds. And fifth one succeeds. Yep.
So 2 of them take half and no persistent damage. So the first one takes full, the 2 that crit fail take double, and double the persistent bleed damage.
Okay, so how much damage? We'll first do the damage and then I will...
I'm just about to figure that out, because it's 4d4 and the bleed is 2. So... let's start. Better finish. 16 points.
16 points? Okay.
Yep, there's 16 points of damage and 2 bleed.
Okay, one of them gets ripped apart by your tentacles.
Okay.
So
Is that the base damage, so the one thing critically failed double, or is that the double damage?
the second one in front of Willie gets ripped apart as well. The one standing next to him also gets ripped apart.
And then I'm assuming the other two are the ones that succeeded and got 8 points with no bleed.
That is correct.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's not a bad round. Killing 3 with 1 blow.
Yep.
With a nice grim spell. And
Now,
you can see your tentacles waving around little body parts.
Yeah, so that was first level, so that takes up a first level slot or a second level slot?
First level takes up a first level slot.
Yeah.
You had to, as a wizard, you have to prepare the spell in the slot you cast it with. You can't actually.
I prepared it as a second level.
If you prepared it as a second level, then it casts as a second level spell.
Cool, sweet, excellent. That's 1 of 2.
Okay, so you prepared 2 grim tentacles as second level.
No, I prepared my other one, which will be Acid Barrow.
All good. Just checking.
Yeah.
So yes.
I can't use Grim Tendrils anymore.
All good. So that brings us to Dooza.
Hello.
As you see things.
So did Harry just rip people apart in front of me?
He did, and you can see parts of them still being waved in front of you.
Sweet. How far away is the next living enemy?
You can move on to the next living enemy quite easily. I'm just seeing how long Grim Tentacles last.
It just says make fortitude save.
Okay, so it's not a sustaining spell, it's kind of
Yep.
done.
Nope, it's done. It's basically just a big shot of tentacles.
Yep.
It's not the Everest back tentacles.
Yes.
Though it was based on the same name, so that's why I was curious. So yes, you have managed to watch the spell dissipate. So Dooza can easily move up to someone.
Does that take a movement?
It does, but you can take a 5-foot step so you don't provoke.
I will do that.
Though you could potentially throw the person into a flaming spear that's right next to them if you wish to.
It's not fun.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to Hunter's Markham. Withdraw my other weapon. And the third turn will be hitting the yeah, that's right.
So you are facing down one of the beasties.
Roll attack.
No, she's just getting through it at the moment.
I'm just getting some water. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
She's on a wireless headset, so she's in the kitchen right now.
So the beastie screams at you as you hunters mark it.
Fantastic.
I'll give you a will saving throw as it screams in your face. Because it is rather horrific when you see the mouth open and then open a second time and its big tongue come wiggling out.
Delicious. Will saving?
It's less horrific when you use that as the target to put the sword through when it stumbles forward.
And listen, it can't be as horrific as my family mural, okay? That is horrific.
Yeah, it's as horrific as seeing naked Harry's memories.
They scar in different ways.
Will mother?
It is will.
24.
24. Obviously it's not as bad as the paintings.
Obviously.
So
And you attack roll.
no penalties on you. So you now get your attack rolls.
first hit. Oh, actually, can I take the same dice roll, or do I have to roll for each weapon?
What are you trying to do?
Is this like a double strike or something?
Yeah.
With double strike, you roll for both weapons, but you don't minus the to hit because they're both considered the one action. Just that when you were to attack a third time, you then minus as if you've had 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So because you only have one attack, it's your third action anyway. Won't make any difference.
You roll again.
So the 2 attacks are at your full attack roll.
Yeah, but with the 2d20.
2d20, yes.
Yeah. The first is 28.
28 is a hit.
$17.
17 is a miss.
Miss. Okay. 16.
16 damage. Okay, the guy just screams at you.
Yeah, I may have seen it before.
Okay, he tries to bite you. Hitting an armor class 26 on his bite.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, you need to make another will save.
$26.
26, okay. You are sickened 1 as you find your brain overloaded with anger.
Ow.
They've injected you with meth.
26 would be pretty safe.
Yeah, that's
26 is a success, and you're sickened 1 because you succeeded.
Shit.
You had to critically succeed not to take any penalty. And you
I was
take.
like a 17 on the roll, so it would have gotten much better.
You end up taking 6 points of damage from its bite.
Ouch.
And then it swings its ransure at you. Hitting an armor class of 23.
That hits.
Dealing 12 points of damage to you. Taking you to 46 damage.
46 or 44?
I've got you at 46.
How do I have 44 then? Clearly a math room.
We all get that some days. Okay, other of these creatures is trying to attack Willie. He attacks you from range with his ransure. Hitting armor class 22.
Just by 1. Yay!
And he swings a second time.
No.
So that makes it a 25 upgraded.
What the hell?
Hey, that dice does love rolling well. Apparently Grogu does actually make it work well. And it was maximum damage too, so that is 28 points of piercing damage. As you say how well he didn't hit you.
I'm dying 1.
Oh yeah, that was Willie, was it?
That was Willie.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he hits the deck.
Actually,
Willie's down.
it's dying too because it was a crit hit that hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes it better. What?
If you're ever taken down to 0 by a critical, it adds 2 to your dying automatically.
Yeah, sweet.
One of those fun little rules. Okay, and now we're up to Sparky to save the day. Right next to you, you see Willie go down.
Is there anyone in front of me at the moment?
Willie was, he's now down.
The other guy that was in front of me right here.
Haven't skipped me at any point, maybe.
I have not skipped Balath yet,
Yeah, no chance.
but Sparky is up.
There's possibly an enemy in front of Sparky unless it was one of the ones that went down from Willie's spell. Not Willie's spell.
I'd say most of those went down from Parry's spell.
Okay, cool. That's all I want to check. Yeah.
And all the fire.
I was going to stabilise Willie, unless somebody else does want me to do that. But if that's, I'm going to do it.
You're possibly still within.
You have a medicine kit.
I do.
You have healer's tools.
Yep.
You're possibly still within attack range of someone with around 2.
Hang on, don't worry about it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Who's the closest enemy to me at the moment? Huh?
Okay, probably the horrific creature that just took down Willie.
It'd be a 5-foot step to get into range, or?
No, you'd actually have to do 2 5-foot steps to get into range.
So I'd have to move into the range. Can I move into range and not be in range of anything else? Is that possible? Or?
You'd be passing through other people's attack of opportunity, but if you take 5-foot steps, you don't provoke.
And if you took 2 5 to get to it, that doesn't put him in flanking with one of the other party members at all, does it?
It means that he'll give flanking to Corda.
Cool, I'll do that. 2 5-foots?
Yep.
Steps?
But also, does it mean that Corda's giving flanking to him?
It does, but not to that creature.
Okay. So then I'll attack with my dagger. Seeking revenge. So.
Okay.
That is on second one, that's 18.
You got a total of 18, including the second?
Including the second, yeah.
Okay, so apparently you missed because you were feeling ill today.
And the second.
Do you feel what appears to be a slap of a paw against the back of your head? Have another roll.
Okay.
No, he's getting an extra action, is he?
He's getting a reroll from a cat.
He's getting a reroll from a cat.
Do I minus anything for like second attack or not?
You do not.
You can make the same action. You get a
29.
A 29, so you turn what was a critical miss into a miss into a critical hit because a cat swacked you across the back of the head.
Do better.
I like this cat.
And you can feel blood dripping down your back.
He didn't say he patted lightly.
Okay. Is that critical? That means it's
Double damage.
Double damage, but it'll also make it flat-footed for a round. So, just for you, Martin. So. I got some shit rolls today. 12 points of damage only.
But hey, you really worked hard to get those 12 points of damage.
Yeah, right, because I've got special weapon specialization with the rogue. The daggers, I think the daggers gives it flat-footed for the round.
Okay. So now it is the humans' turn who are fighting you. One of them yells out, "Try to get to the mage." As you see, one of them move to.
Resurrection is fuck off.
One of them rushes Parry with his pole arm. Apparently very poorly.
Fuck off, feed him.
as he then tries to swing at you a second time with the same polearm. And critically misses.
He might fuck off.
So, basically, he swings at you so violently with the second swing, Parry's now got a polearm.
Yay!
Harry gave him the sexy look. While saying fuck off.
Fuck off, people.
Okay, so the person is now smitten with you as well.
Definitely too pretty to hit.
He drops to his knees and proposes in the middle of combat.
I have a plan for this when it was my turn. No, I have a plan for this when it's my turn.
Okay.
And obviously the important part is, was he prepared? Does he have the win?
He pulls one off his hand.
There you go.
Okay, another one.
Harry likes pretty things, doesn't he?
Yep.
Another one was going for Balath. And hits armor class 26. What is Balath's AC?
This is the first time Balath's actually been attacked. Hang on.
Presumably not less than 16, but...
If it was 16, it would be a critical hit.
Even then, I think I'd be surprised.
You know what, Jeremy? It is not 16 or less, but it is damn close. You hit, but do not critical.
Nice to hear.
And he does 8 points of piercing damage. And he swings a second time at Balath. And hits a 16.
How does the stab reach me?
He rushed from the north.
Okay.
He's got a weapon.
It came through the gap that Parry made in their ranks.
16 does not hit.
Okay, so that is that guy's go. One of them tries to...
actually come up.
Yep.
So that guy's actually moved behind it.
He has, yes.
Balath was near the door, wasn't he?
Balath was near the door, yes.
Yep, okay.
Then one of them tries to hit Quarter. But I didn't say try. That was a 19. He swings a second time and gets a 22. Just shy of what he needed.
Also missed.
And the others are moving away from the flaming sphere because, well, they don't want to get burnt and become a big target. So you did disrupt about 4 different people from attacking. Then we're up to Balath's turn.
The sphere is going to move into the guy who attacked me's face.
Okay, he critically fails.
Excellent, I'm very glad to hear that. Give me a moment.
He was looking the other way.
They're not making good on their saving throws. They're hitting us, but they're not making good on their saving throws.
Hey, if I rolled a 20 for every roll, you'd never survive.
Yeah.
And Willie's still down at the moment, so... Okay, how much damage does the flaming sphere do?
Yep, it's settled in, Jeremy. 61.
Okay, so the guy takes 32 because of the crit, and he's still standing.
Excellent. Okay. So out of the party members that are still not unconscious, who is that? Actually, you're dying too, aren't you?
Willie is dying too. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We probably should get him up. 2 seconds.
But his initiative has moved to before the creatures.
Yeah. Excellent. We have double eights. So 16, 32 health to Willie.
So Willie's now on 32 health.
That'll get him up and not necessarily make immediate engagement fall down again for wounded. Dying through it.
So what do I see, Martin?
You see a lot of people dying around you.
Excellent. I mean,
You've got your action yet.
I've just come from being unconscious to conscious, I hope.
You have.
What does my character see?
You see the ground.
I was about to say the floor.
Okay.
And what appears to be some of your blood down there.
Okay.
Okay, so that was all the Ballas actions, I believe. Which then would bring us to Corda.
Okay, so currently we've got lady with the jaunty hat.
Mm-hmm.
One of the monstrous beasties left.
Two left.
Two left.
One fighting Sparky, one fighting Doozer.
Yeah, there's one fighting Sparky's flat-footed at the moment to one extent.
Yeah.
So.
And there are 9 humans besides the jaunty cap lady also in the combat.
And in various, some of them being wounded, most haven't been, I'm assuming.
At least 3 showing signs of damage.
Okay.
One of them attacking Bella.
Yeah, but that's out of reach for me at the moment, so... can I lunge at or do I need to lunge at the flat-footed monstrous creature?
You can lunge at the flat-footed monstrous creature.
Okay, I will attempt to eliminate him. 9, AC 23.
That is a hit.
Ooh, that's nice damage. 11, 15 magical slashing and 6 fire.
Okay, he burns away.
Okay. Is there another, either monstrous or human without a jaunty hat that I could lunge at?
There is a human without a jaunty hat you can lunge at.
Okay, I will go for that one because I'm not certain I'll hit jaunty hat. Well, I don't expect I'll hit jaunty hat with my second attack easily, so... human AC 25.
That is a hit.
That's not so good damage. 2d8 and d6 for a total of 3. So that's a total of 6 points of magical slashing and 1 point of fire.
Hey, it all counts up in the end.
Yeah.
And then you raise your shield?
And then raise shield, yep.
Okay.
And yeah, indicates the lady, yeah, come and get me over the top of the doggy, the burning doggy.
Okay, she makes her first attack against the doggy. Apparently she misses the dog. Not critically misses, but just misses the dog. Looks annoyed, takes a second swing. And still misses the dog.
Yep.
And looking like she's very annoyed at the moment, takes a third swing, and the dog catches the quarterstaff in its mouth and hangs on.
Which dog?
Hellhound. Hellhound dog.
I was gonna say, 'cause I didn't think I'd thrown mine into combat.
No, this is Hellhound dog.
Yours are watching from the doorway. Which brings us to Parry.
Hooray! So guys proposed in front of me. I will take his hand and the ring.
Chopped off at the wrist? Chopped off at the wrist?
No. My eyes will start to glow blue.
What are you casting?
And I will say, sorry, I'm not your type, and I will cast Shocking Grasp. Which is range touch attack. I will make my roll.
How can you say that you're not his type when your very touch electrifies his senses?
Exactly.
Because Harry's picky when he wants to be.
Yes. Harry's a diva and you know this.
So, you have to make a melee attack, melee spell attack roll.
Yep, I have done that. I have got 27, plus or minus bonuses for him possibly being prone / flat-footed.
Put your hand out there for you to take the ring out of the can?
Yeah.
Okay, so considering you were targeting the fact that he's got all these rings on his hand and you grab the hand, I'm going to say you critically hit him.
Okay. Yay!
So, how much damage did you get?
This is going to hurt.
So it's 2d12 by 2, I believe.
Yeah, 2d12 by 2. Uh, 21, 42 damage.
Okay, so as you cast your Shocking Grasp into him, you see the light in his eyes as then you realise that actually that's your sparks coming out from his brain as this just turns into this gooey mass from your hand.
Can Sparky say something here?
You can.
Sparky wants to say, what a sparkling conversation that must have been.
Personally, I'm disappointed you had to kill him. Disappointed.
What shocking
You could have
relationship.
said, oh, I'll think about it. You had to say, no, I'm not your type.
No, exactly. I got his hopes up by grabbing his hand, and I said, sorry, I'm not your type, and killed him.
And yes, he is now a molted pool at your feet.
Yay.
And nice gooey mess. You mean all gooey in front of your feet.
Yeah.
But you still got the ring he proposed to you with.
I chuck it on my middle finger, because obviously I've got all the other jewelry, so...
Okay. Then we're up to Dooza.
I'm still in front of one of the beasties.
You are still in front of one of the beasties. It is Hunter's marked and you're still sickened.
What does that do?
It's
-1 to your armor class, to your attack rolls, and to your saving throws. And your skill checks.
Yeah,
Good luck, damage.
it's my badge.
You have to head off to you, David?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck with everything. Catch you when you're free next.
Thank you. If you just only have my input, just send me a message.
We will.
Have a good evening. David.
Yeah.
So, what does Dooza do?
Well, so obviously he does his dual attack thing. First is a natural 20 for 31.
So it's 31 upgraded.
And
So that becomes a card as well.
Chunky card.
and the other one is 28.
And 28 may end up being a critical depending on what sort of thing. So, is yours bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing?
Slashing?
Yeah. You're talking your actors, aren't you?
Yeah, it's my like more next one.
Okay, so your critical hit, which goes off first, pushes the target 5 feet into the fireball. So you get to do your normal damage, and then it gets flung away from you.
And the fireball would move back over behind the lines with Bella, remember?
That is correct. Okay, you just throw the person 5 feet away from you.
Sorry, I didn't want to actually move the damage, but yeah.
That was correct. I had forgotten it was over there.
I think Bella would prefer to have fire with him with an enemy, with a guy still standing.
So does that mean my other attack miss?
Your other attack will end up missing because, well, actually, both go off at the same time. So you still get to hit with the other attack.
This is still hit the other attack.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do damage.
If the card critical still do double damage?
It still does double damage. The base is double with extras.
That's my fault.
$17. Or actually, is that total doubled, or is it just the first attack?
Just the first attack doubled, and the second attack is normal.
Okay, so the first attack is that with the +4?
Yes. Yep.
50, so that'll be 30.
Yep.
And then I think 2, so it'll be 32.
Okay, so
+4 to that?
Yes.
36.
Because it's a different attack.
32. 36.
So 36 in total.
36 damage in total. So you swack them with your axes, and you manage to do the split and separate, except you do it from top to bottom, sending half of it in front of you and half of it behind you.
Nice.
Going flanking
I
now.
get praise for my little pocket dog. Finally.
You get the you do get praise because you challenged them first.
Of course, now we can
You ran after them.
It's the fact that you hunters marked them before you attacked.
Oh, that too.
If you had have attacked and then hunters marked, then you would have been reprimanded.
I mean, technically I did attack someone before Hunter's Marking, but...
Which means you didn't get praise for killing that person.
That's right, that was a previous, that was the previous enemy.
Yeah.
So yes,
I didn't have the actions to do that, and I wanted to do damage over that, but yeah, okay.
so yes, you have managed to take him down with your first action. You now have 2 actions left.
Is there anyone... What?
There is a human nearby, and you could also move up and hit the guy attacking Balath.
Hit the guy attacking Valve, I guess.
Okay, you move and attack.
So this one will be... minus...
No.
I thought minus 10.
Minus 10.
Minus 10 because you've had 2 attacks.
Ugh.
You've got that ability, don't you?
No, yeah, because I thought it
Maybe. No, you have the ability where it reduces the...
No, but that's a I mean, whoa.
He has to hunter's mark at first.
I'll move up on Hunter's Mark.
Okay, there you go.
Rather than attacking it, can you use another hunter's mark on it?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Can you?
I'm going to move up and Hunter's Mark it.
You can do that, yes.
There you go.
Okay. Willie, you're on your face on the ground. You just had the beastie who one of the beasties who you were attacking fall on top of you, or at least half of it did.
That's good news, kind of. I get up as an action.
Yep. You stand up, and Sparky's standing shoulder to shoulder with you.
Who is?
I wave high.
Sparky.
Oh, so I drop into back into tiger stance.
Yep.
And I look around for someone to take out my frustrations on.
Okay, you see a human nearby.
It's not one of the party, is it?
Well, they're further away than the other humans.
Oh, are they?
The party members are further away. So you've got non-party member humans closer.
Okay. I guess I'll use my last move to move over to them.
I believe there's only one human party member besides you.
Yep.
So yes,
It's two at the moment.
Balath and Willie are the human party members.
Cordar's technically human at the moment.
True, but he's still got part elf.
He's a mutant. So yeah, I'll move over to the enemies, and that's probably the end of my go.
Okay, you move up adjacent to them. Okay, none of the beasties are alive, so it's now Sparky's turn.
So we have a pack of humans that were getting away from the flame sphere, right?
Yep.
There was one next to Bearlaugh. Is that dead or not? Or?
No,
And there's the old lady next to Corda, right?
that is correct.
Cool. I want to get the one off Bearlaugh, so I'd like to. Can I flank somehow for Bearlaugh's one, or is that already taken up?
You can flank for it as a move.
Yep. And then I will stab away, man. So just give me 1 second.
Okay, as you move, you do manage to trigger an attack of opportunity as you go.
Okay.
If it's still armed with red weapons.
Apparently, they guys are with you. So that was a armor class 11 downgraded.
Okay. I'm 19 at the moment, so.
So that just makes it a normal critical miss.
Yeah. Okay. If no one else is attacking me,
You hear the sound of a
Okay.
polearm clattering behind you as you move away.
the snigger as I go past, so I'm going to definitely get that guy to kill me probably eventually. But yes, I'll try to keep the person off Bella because I've got to look after Bella. So.
Okay. So you've got flanking with Duza.
That's 29 without any bonuses to flanking and all that.
It's a normal hit.
He's kill stealing.
He is.
But it will probably count as flat-footed for the purposes of your sneak attack.
It does.
Oh, so okay, that's
Unless they're specifically rogues of high enough level.
They are not rogues, definitely not rogues. Most rogues won't have attacks of opportunity.
Not generally.
It's normally fighter types who do.
There's my sneak attack dice. I haven't used it in a long time. You never get the sneak attack. We charmed you didn't too much with this party, so.
Well, you can be standing adjacent to a party member to get sneak attack. You don't have to be flanking.
Only if you've got the gang up feat.
So, 7, 11, 15 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay, so yes, he goes down, taking the hunter's mark with him.
Good. And the rest of the humans on the other side of the room, right?
Yep.
You
I'm
hear a tiny little boo from Dooza's pocket as well as Dooza's boo.
I'm going to try this just to see what happens. I'll leave the DM up to discretion. I'd like to move a little bit further away from the humans because I'm only on 11 or 13 health at the moment.
Yep.
And I'll just say to myself, I wish I had my crossbow right now. And just see what happens if for certain things start with K.
When you are back near the doorway where you put the crossbow down.
Yeah, but somebody might just pop it in my hands all of a sudden. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. It's worth a go.
Are you hoping the cat will put the crossbow in your hands?
Yes.
Well, you are sorely mistaken.
So you just made a request of the cat god, have you?
No. I just say.
Are you sure about that? Let's make it a religion roll.
No. If I remember, I said I didn't request it of cat. I just said I wouldn't mind having my crossbow.
I wish I had my crossbow in my hand.
Yes. You wished you did.
You did wish.
Put it out
Done
there.
it now.
I didn't do that, man.
That's almost as bad as a GDI.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
you might want to go with the cat god in case we're in another god's temple down here at the moment.
I'm just saying what I said originally. I wasn't requesting. Just thought I'll just.
You wouldn't mind having the crossbow in your hand right now, is what you said.
So I wouldn't mind having the crossbow in my hand right now.
Okay.
And I'll leave it up to the DM's discretion how he wants to do it from there.
Okay. So now you've got the humans you're fighting's turn.
How many are left?
There are 9 left besides the leader.
One of whom hasn't got his rank skill.
So 8 left besides the leader, yes. So the guy who dropped his rancher spends an action to pick it up.
Okay.
One action to move up to Corda from 10 feet away, and then tries to stab Corda.
Cool.
Getting a 29.
That'll hit.
Doing 8 damage.
Okay.
Another one tries to hit Willie. Getting armor class 25. Leave a 25 is a hit. Meaning Willie takes 13 points of damage.
Okay.
So that puts you on to 19 hit points. He swings at you a second time. And apparently hands you his ransom. Almost like, would you want it, how about you have a go now, sort of thing, as he's trying to stab you with it. Looking puzzled at his hands now that it's handed to you by accident. The guy that was going to step over his shoulder just looks at you, and the fact that you just took it from him and decides not to attack you.
I've got a confused look on my face. I'm like, the hell?
Oh, no. It's just kind of the step up for me, the Senarios type situation.
Yeah, that they think you purposely took it from him. So the guy behind him goes past and tries to attack Parry. Because Parry killed his friend. You killed my friend, prepare to die.
Hello, you suppose.
Yeah. It hits armor class 24.
Hit.
And hits Parry for 10 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then has a second swing, because obviously one is not enough.
Yep.
And then gets a whole armor class of 8. So he manages to critically fail, and as he's laughing as he hits you, he stabs himself in the foot.
Love it.
So he didn't go down too well hitting himself. But hey, he was basically trying to stab you at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next one is going for, they are going around Willie right now because they're afraid of him. One's trying to stab Doozer in the back. I didn't say trying, got armor class 17. And then goes for a whole second swing because, well, hey, one is not enough, and gets armor class 19. So,
Yes.
obviously, Doozer, while back's turned, is still doing quite well.
Duza like flexes his arms as well as that. Yeah.
Yep.
And another one goes for Poppy. And actually manages to stab Poppy with the flaming Poppy.
Yeah, the Pokemon Poppy is just very, you know.
Well, Flamey Dog then. Hits Flamey Dog. Where is...
Yeah, I think my dogs are like guarding the entryway that we take in. Like good doggies.
Yes, they decided not to come all the way in. Well, you didn't actually tell them to, so they were basically saying, we'll hold back until we're told otherwise.
That's
Okay.
basically what I've trained them to do, so good.
Okay.
They're staying back because they're scared of the cat.
And he has a second attack of the...
Poppy, I'm not sure about Giant.
Yep, Flamey Poppy and Flamey Puppy struck a second time. So 2 strikes in a Flamey Puppy, and Flamey Puppy doesn't look happy. Okay, so that brings us to Balath, who, while he is not able to participate at the moment, sends his ball of flamey death at the guy who attacked his puppy. And the guy manages to dodge out of the way, taking no damage.
That's good. I was thinking, oh, he's got a low attack. Oh, that's harder.
Yeah, it was a reflex saving throw.
Absolutely, yeah.
And after that, it was... I say he will provide...
I don't suppose we can have Bella doing, like, single-person heal spells on people?
I think you'll do a ranged heal on... I think Korda is the one most likely to go down.
Yes.
So he does a... that would be, I think, 8 points healed, doing a single level spell. So that means you have 34 damage at the moment.
Yep.
Okay, so that is Balast's turn. Now it is Korda's go.
So there'd be... the human that was attacking the doggy that dodged the flame,
Yep.
did he attack the doggy from reach or did he attack the doggy from close?
He attacked the doggy from close. You can reach him. He's within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, okay. I'll go for the human with the extra. As you're coming to the lady saying, I'll get to you, just wait your turn. 29 AC.
29 AC is a hit.
For 14 points of slashing plus 1 point of fire.
Okay, still standing.
And 28 AC.
That's a hit.
And 15 points of slashing and 4 points of fire.
And he's still going.
Okay. And I will raise you.
Okay, shield is raised. Okay, so the woman who you've been saying you get round to moves beside the puppy and starts swinging the staff at you from adjacent to you. Obviously, the range attacks weren't working.
Cool, happy with that.
And still not working well because she only hit armor class 16.
Come in.
Then hit armor class 21.
Cool, Cardiff.
And that's all her actions done because she moved.
Now, lady, don't get impatient.
Okay. So that brings us to the top of the round, and we're up to the 6th round. This has only been 5 rounds so far.
Yep.
And we have parry up. So
So Perry is going to set off his second of 2 shocking drafts.
Yep.
So do 7 drafts and magic missile.
So you're attacking the guy who's tried to skewer you?
Yep. And skewer his own foot. So I'm going to grab him. My eyes will glow blue again, and I will shock him.
Give me an attack roll.
Yep. 27.
27 is a hit.
Yep. Healing 20 points of electricity damage.
Okay, so with the 20 points of electricity damage, you see his hair stand up. And smoke rising from him, but he's still standing.
Do you have any metal on it?
Yes, he does.
Oh, cool. So then he takes... would 28 be a crit?
28 would not be a crit.
Okay, cool. So it's meant to be +1 circumstance bonus to the attack roll, so 28. But then he also takes a D4 persistent electricity damage. 34. 3.
Really persistent electricity.
Okay, so that will happen on the start of his turn. And then he gets a saving throw at the end of his turn to dismiss it. DC 15 flat roll.
You've got 1 action left.
1 more action. Brings me, I'm kind of stuck. It probably has a attack of opportunity if I move out.
He does.
Yep. There's not much I can do, actually.
You don't have to, you go for it.
Yeah, I'll just... Nothing more for me.
Okay.
Give it the finger.
That moves over to Duza, who had her kill stolen from him.
Alright.
Yeah, you're not.
That's not so.
How close am I to Harry's food?
1 move away from Perry's dude.
Cool. And
You
is he
hit
the
tail when
closest?
you approach him.
So I could say you can do a 5-foot step to get in range because of positioning.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll do that.
So that's 1 action to move.
Move. Hunter's mark.
You are hunter's marked.
Double cream.
Woohoo! Yay, off my turn, I just rolled the dice, and the one that was above the presents gave me a 1. That's correct. At least I got that away. Okay, that is another natural 20.
Woohoo.
So that is another 30.
So 31 is a normal crit, not a card crit.
Yep. It's not upgrade. Being a natural 20?
Natural 20 upgrades from, if it's going to be a hit for the number you roll, it makes it a critical hit.
Oh, okay, yep.
So it's the next step up.
Yeah.
Whereas a 1 is not a...
hit.
Yeah,
That was just a regular hit.
Just a regular hit.
if it was already a critical hit, then it would have been a card critical hit.
Wow, really? So that's only just a critical at my highest. Yep. And the other is 27.
27 is a hit. So 1 crit, 1 hit.
So double the first.
And how would you like to splatter him all over Parry? Considering he only had 5 hit points left.
Lovingly. Breathe it all over me.
Okay, so you managed to chop the person to pieces, having their head fall into Parry's lap. Well, he'd only 5 hit points left.
Yeah, no, it was 37 total. I just wanted to see how much I'd, like, decapitate the dude.
Lost.
I can decapitate him real good.
Like butter.
As you see little bits of lightning spark between the parts flying away from you.
Cool.
Just a left of static.
So that brings us to Willie.
So,
Dozer says you gotta step up your game, Willie.
I look at her, or look at him, I should say, with a disparaging look.
I got what I wanted.
Whoever's closest, other than a party member, unless it's Dozer, of course, I kick the hell out of them.
We can make Dozer the closest if you want it.
I won't go out of my way to punish Dozer.
Okay. So yes, you corner a guy between you and Dozer.
I say, this is how it's done, and I hurt this person. 29.
29 is a hit.
Alright, I'll do 14.
They look pretty messed up, but they're still standing.
I'll go for another one. 2 18s in a row. 25.
Also a hit.
Or what's better? 17.
Okay, so that person goes down rather messily as you kill them. How do you kill them?
Great big lunging, slashing strokes with my hands, and I attempt to disembowel and hopefully, basically almost cut the head off with my second strike.
So you're going to go through the stomach and try to rip the head off through the stomach.
Two different strikes. So
Okay.
one across the guts. As the intestines fall out, hopefully, I'll try to take the head off and merely probably just cut the throat of this guy.
With the amount of damage you do, the head comes off.
And I give Dozer a wink.
I've got 2, so, you know, you still gotta step up your game.
He's just running around kill stealing, that's what I'm hearing.
Harry's had 5 by himself.
Again, kill stealing, that's what I'm hearing.
Okay, so that does bring us to... that was your first action, actually, so you've got 2 more actions. Oh, sorry, 1 more action. You didn't have to move to get to the person. What does Willie do with his last action?
I was on mute. I move up to my next opponent.
Okay. You take a step and move up next to them, so you're not actually provoking.
Awesome.
Okay, so Sparky, in the doorway.
Yep.
You feel yourself being yanked through the doorway and dropped on the floor. And you're now sitting on your crossbow.
I'm sitting on my crossbow, okay. Am I down now? Am I...
Well, you're currently prone on your crossbow, yes.
Okay, so...
You can shoot crossbows from prone. Basically, you got your whiz.
Yeah, okay, true, okay.
You didn't need to use a maneuver to get to your crossbow.
I I pick up my crossbow. Yeah. Load my crossbow.
Yep.
And what's the what's not in melee at the moment? Is anything in non-melee or everything's melee though?
Well, hard to tell. You can just shoot into the crowd of people hoping to get them, but you do have a pair of puppies between you and everyone. I'm sure you won't hit them.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, man. I'm going to. If I get up, I'm going to get up and move so I can see it better, kind of thing. Is that possible?
You can stand from prone as an action, but you've already picked up your crossbow and loaded it as actions.
Yeah, I'll stand up and then I'll wait for next turn to get a clear shot going. Damn it.
Okay. You stand up and feel something wet pressing against your neck again.
I rolled. Okay. What's available then? I assume the wet thing's telling me to shoot something. Is that correct?
Well, it's basically the wet nose of a giant cat.
Give your abilities.
Yeah.
Either that or it's hungry. Hard to tell.
Is there still anything within not in melee, or just
as you've had 3 actions, you can't actually shoot anything.
Okay.
He already gave you effectively a free action by moving you onto your crossbow.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'll look for something soon. That's it.
You do feel a sense of disapproval from it as you seem to have not made use of its assistance.
I know. I'll get better. Okay.
And then you hear in your head a very loud voice going, "You should have shot!"
Okay. That's fair enough, I'll cop that one.
Well, that's how that cat talks when it actually talks to you. It only has one volume, shout. Just ask Willie all about it.
Okay, that's me done then.
Okay, so Corda, the one you're attacking, tries to attack you back. It's armor class 22, so your shield deflects it quite easily. He swings again. This time, not so good. He critically misses, and you have the option of disarming him or retaliating if you wish to, as he's left an opening.
I'll run him through. Maybe not. Let's go plus 14. AC 20?
AC 20, okay. Because he's off balance, you do manage to strike him.
Okay. For 9, 13 and 5 fire.
Okay, so yes, you run him through. He is down and just slides off your burning blade.
Cool.
One of his friends tries to strike you, getting a 29.
That'll hit.
Doing 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Then it swings the second time and really screws up.
We'll have to hit.
And basically, you see him trip over, fall prone, and his weapon slide all the way. Past you. Okay. Next one tries to go for Doomsday in the back and misses. Swings again and basically goes back to back with Doomsday without actually attacking Doomsday.
Wait, so I feel this guy like just run into me, kind of?
Yeah, he's covering you back for you.
Yeah.
He seems to be protecting you from the rest of his people. As he slowly fills you up while he's there.
Okay, I'll pick up.
Apparently he likes the muscles. And the last one goes for Willie. Getting a 25. Doing 7 damage to Willie.
Oh.
And tries to hit you again with an 18 and misses. So that brings us to Bella throwing his flamey ball at one of them. He's going to throw it at the one who just attacked Willie. That is the closest bad guy.
They know how to dodge all of a sudden.
You're getting used to dodging the speed out.
They've had lots of practice. And we did have someone say that they were getting, they weren't doing so well on their saving throws, so thanks for that there, Josh. It's just the inspiration I needed.
And it's
I personally, I'm happy for them to get 20s on their saving throw against the flaming sphere, rather than 20s on their attack rolls.
Yep. You're welcome.
Okay. And Bella directs the dog to attack him as well. And the dog misses.
I was going to say, I was kind of hoping the dog would go for the one that had fallen prone in front of him.
Well, it is now Cordar's go.
Okay. So there's currently 3...
There are four besides the jaunty hat woman.
4 behind her, okay. And
One of them
how
is
many
prone.
of those within reach of Cord at the moment? One's prone at his feet, or that's
So there are two within reach of you besides the prone, including the prone person. One of them's attacking Willie, and one of them's back to back with Doozer.
Okay, I will go for the one that's attacking Willie. AC 30.
Okay, that is a crit due to flanking.
So that's 7, 11, 22, and 9 points of persistent fire.
He's looking pretty messed up, but still standing.
And then I will scatter the one that's prone at Puppy's feet.
Yep.
AC 15, no, sorry, 17.
17, you miss.
Even with prone?
Even with prone.
Okay. So, having put the sword down near him, without necessarily actually tapping it, he'll then raise his shield and again address the lady and say, how many more minions have you got?
Enough, she says, as she then starts swinging her staff at you. I'm sure eventually she'll connect.
Absolutely.
Okay, so obviously
Eventually.
that was armor class 16 as it goes a swing and a miss. She's obviously very annoyed by all the people you're killing. She swings a second time. And this time she critically misses as you get an opening on her. Do you wish to take it?
I said wait your turn.
I was going to say, it does go against the way I've been playing this sort of combat, but if you insist, okay, so I probably missed only 22.
Okay, you do manage to miss her, but I did say she was flat. She was off balance, so they'll make that a hit.
Okay.
So you're within 2 points of hitting her.
Okay, but it was only just a light scratch on her anyway, because it was a total of, hang on, that was a D10, not a D8. Oh, that makes it more annoying for her. I turned the D10 of a 3 into a D8 of 8. So that makes it 9, 13, and 1 point of fire.
Okay. And she tries to swing at you a third time, most likely compounding her mistakes. As this time she hits a class of 20.
Still misses.
So yes, she did try really hard.
Yep.
And that brings us to a new round, and Harry at the top of the round for round 7.
Yay! Round 7. Round 7. I've got my bodyguards with me now. I've got Doozer and Willie. I'm good.
And the one that's attacking dudes is significantly on fire.
Significantly on fire.
The one's attacking Willie is significantly on fire.
Yeah, one taking Will is significantly on fire.
There's a one.
The other one's feeling up used though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yes.
So I'm on fire for a completely different reason.
Yes.
And
I am
the
going
other
to cast Electric Arc again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be the one that is significantly messed up with Billy,
And the one that's prone?
and the one that's prone. That is exactly correct. So they make reflex saves.
Okay, so the messed up one gets a critical success.
Cool. No damage for him.
And the one on the ground, I'm going to call that a failure.
Failure?
Probably disadvantage on his reflexes.
It should have disadvantage, I'll roll again.
No, not necessarily a roll of disadvantage, it was the effective disadvantage, just a penalty.
He did have a penalty. But being prone did make it harder for him.
Okay, cool. So he takes normal damage. He takes 7 points of electricity damage.
Okay, so yes, he's really suffering greatly from that one, but he took damage.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Then he's up to Doozer.
I'm feeling him up.
So the dude who's feeling me up,
Yep.
if I turn around in my spot, does that count as movement?
No.
He does not, but you can embrace him if you wish to.
I'll look him with my axes. Hunter's Mark can be broken around without being there.
You can.
Sweet.
You can also Hunter's Mark him as you turn around.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll dramatically turn around and on the boat and
Dramatically won't make any difference because he's looking the wrong way.
everyone else.
Oh,
What a show! What? Muscles.
But he is pressed up against you as you turn around.
That's fine. And I will try and pummel him with my.
Ask him a question.
Yeah.
Okay, have your double attack.
Uh, 22 for the first hit.
Yep, that's a hit. Okay, so I'm going to call the second a crit.
And that's the
The worst axe.
worst axe.
Oh well.
I really need to get that second. But it's not the
It's not the bonus to hit, it's the extra damage dice.
yeah, the weapon potency.
Striking room.
Or is that the striking room?
I believe it's a striking room.
Yeah, so I need to get the striking room. They both have the weapon potency. But I just need to get the striking room. Oh yeah. In the meantime, I almost rolled max damage. 7, 8. But I will calculate. $37.
37, and he's still standing.
Did you add the crit for the second?
Yeah, so 7 doubles.
plus 4.
So that's all doubled, so that was 11 for 22.
Plus 8. The 7 doubled, 14, plus 8 is 22. What did you roll on your first one?
7, 8.
15 plus 4, 19,
27.
22.
Plus an extra 4, make it 41.
Oh, come on. I've been not doing my damage right. Come on.
Remember, you're adding plus 4 on both exploits.
Yeah,
Add
yeah,
everything first and then double.
Okay, so he collapses against you and just does that slow slide down your chest.
yeah. Like the upper way down.
Though as you look down, you notice that he's dead, Jim.
It's life, Jim, but knows we know it.
If that was just warning.
I won't sing anymore because it'll be copyrighted.
And you might have one action left.
Yes.
Yes.
Hunters mark another person,
The one with Billy or the promo.
or Georgie Cat Lady.
Unless he gets the
Or you could move
Or
on.
the big bad. Big bad lady with the wolf star.
Yeah, then that's a good business. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Big bad lady. Alright, come here.
You're next.
You're my next
No, that's a different thing.
That's a different date.
Okay, Willie, you're up. The guy in front of you is burnt rather badly, smells rather crispy.
And he's still burning.
Alright, I'll put him out of his misery. It's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Don't burn your fingers, will you?
I think I missed. 13.
13, you actually missed.
Alright, and I'll take a second actually, hang on. As part of my... what do they call it? Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows, yep.
Yep. 24.
Okay, you make up for your distracting miss with a hit.
13.
Okay, so yes, Willie does a killing blow.
Ladder.
Is this another neck chop or a punch through the chest?
Punch through the chest, grab his heart, pull it out and show it to him as he burns to death.
You sort of have that look of, oh, on his face as he falls over.
You generously saved him from being burned to death.
And you still have 2 actions left.
I look around. Who's still up?
There's a guy prone next to Cordar and a guy standing in the back looking a little confused.
I go up to the guy who looks confused.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it takes you a single move to get up there. He doesn't try to attack you.
Doesn't he?
No, because he is literally confused.
Oh. Alright,
But he does still have a rank 2 in his hand.
No, he actually lost his.
I'll punch him in the ghoulies.
Okay,
Give him a low blow.
Using the heart?
No, I dropped that back at the other guy.
Okay.
This is just a low blow. 24.
24. Okay, that is a hit.
14.
As you punch him, he throws up, considering he wasn't expecting a low blow. So he is second one.
So, I mean, come on. If you haven't heard, apparently.
Yeah, no one's heard of low blow around this class. Yeah.
And that's my go.
And then we're up to Sparky. There are only 2 left. You're running out of people to shoot. Besides the woman with the jaunty hat, which you could always aim at.
Nah, I'm gonna leave that for quarter. One on the ground still, is that right?
Yep.
I'll shoot at the one on the ground.
Okay.
He's probably harder to hit, you realise?
I don't care, but I'll go for it. I'm gonna leave something for Willie, so, and for Doozer. I'll have a shot.
Even scratch the squabble over.
28.
That's a hit.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Different dice this time around.
Yes, you actually hit something. Doesn't happen often with the crossbow.
No. Hang on 1 second.
If you hit the cover.
No. Oh. Does he count as flat-footed or not?
Close to it, but that's 15, isn't it?
It's 50, that's next to it, but I believe if you're prone, you're also flat-footed.
Yeah, you would be if you go for crowbar, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm more than happy to roll the dice for the second time the whole time I rolled the sneak attack. So, it ended up being 10 points of damage total. Piercing.
Okay. At 10 points total, he's still going.
I reload, and for my last action, I'll shoot again.
Okay.
That kind of dangerous.
We'll see.
Well, someone's always going to risk it. Yep.
I don't mind it, but it's the enemy risking it.
Wasn't 1, it was pretty close to it. That's 3 plus be half, that's 5, that makes it a total of 8.
Total of 8 to attack?
Yeah, it is total 8 attack.
Okay, so Giant yelps as a bolt hits him in the back of the butt. As you shoot one of Dooz's puppies.
Oh.
Which is quite an impressive shot since he was behind him.
No, pup that two pups were sitting in front of him.
Yes. Yep.
I look at, I say, I'm sorry. I say out loud.
I'm surprised. Actually, no, I don't know.
Are you surprised?
No.
Okay.
I'm surprised that Giant didn't. Well, not surprised that Giant yelled. But I'm gonna be very surprised if Puppy doesn't react to that.
But both dogs growl and turn and look at Sparky.
And that's my end of my turn to where I die. Yeah.
Okay, so now it's the guy who Willie punched. He attempts to throw up further to reduce his sickening condition. And fails to actually throw up all over.
Or is it just like shred up on his own walnut?
No.
Pretty much. He's not succeeding in getting anything out, and then tries to grapple Willie.
Cuddles.
Okay, so he manages to grapple Willie.
The confused, sickened person is grappled Willie.
Well, yeah, grappling the monk, that's always a good plan.
And then in the middle of the grappling, he tries to throw up again.
No.
And succeeds this time.
Yeah.
Well, he is struggling to do much because he can't see very well right now.
Yeah. Oh, goodness me.
You don't think it will take much to break the hold? Okay, so the one on the ground stands up from prone, provoking an attack of opportunity to Korda.
Yep.
Because it's not a step.
22.
22 is a hit.
9 points of slashing and 6 points of fire. Stay down, sir.
He manages to stand up.
Ooh.
But in the process, you see Poppy rip out his rip a leg off.
I did try and warn him.
So yes, he also provoked Puppy.
Yay, puppy.
Or I'll use another free action to the dressed woman and say, you better call like a comedian. You're running out.
Okay, Ballas, go. He throws his flamey ball at the person who has the big stick.
Actually, the woman with the jaunty hat.
Yeah, woman with the jaunty hat. So she does not succeed at dodging.
So the monkey type one is not the one that can dodge a flaming spear, unlike a minion.
Well, a 4 is generally not going to get her over 20.
No, okay.
So she takes a bunch of fire damage. And I think at that point then it will be Cordar's go.
Oh, so technically, oh no, because he ripped his leg off, didn't he?
He did.
That guy's not getting up again?
He bled out rather quickly.
Yep, okay.
Emerald ring.
Are you sure you don't remember that?
Never surrender, never give up, she says.
11, AC 25?
AC 25 is a hit.
For 15 points of slashing and 1 point of fire.
Okay, she says, I give up. Drops her weapon at that point.
Okay.
You know, you could have given up quite a bit earlier and saved one of your men.
They were worthless anyway, she says.
So how many more did you say were in this compound?
That was bluffing.
None.
Yeah, that's right.
Does that mean it's the prone guy and
No,
that's it?
the vomiting guy, and that's it.
Oh.
The third guy had his leg ripped off by the flaming puppy, and therefore didn't get up.
I think Steve's going to kick that one in the nuts if he has to get him off.
Yeah, so the prone guy just didn't have a leg to stand
I've
on.
only killed one person the whole time, so you guys have been doing all the work. So.
Yeah.
We also noticed that you actually hit friendly party members more often than you hit the opponents.
Oh yes, that too. The dice rolls have been good tonight, so.
So, Parry, we're up to... so Cordai, after one attack, she surrendered. So you shall have 2 actions left.
No, I will basically, yes. Hold the sword pointed towards her. Puppy can be growling at her as well, and ensuring that she's not planning on moving immediately.
Okay, so that brings us to round 8 and Parry.
Round 8.
Will you kill Steel from Willie and the vomiting guy?
Yes.
You can try to grapple together.
Yeah. Why they grapple together? They can have a little dance.
But he can just flick
That's shocking
it.
blast.
He can just flicker magic missiles across the room.
Yeah, that's the next thing. I'm probably just going to throw a few magic missiles towards.
On the bright side, you don't hit Willie at all.
No, I don't. And then I'm pretty sure it's just 1d4 per magic missile.
D4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1, okay.
Just confirming it hasn't changed. So do you spend 1, 2, or 3 actions to cast it?
I'll spend 3.
You send 3 missiles.
Yeah.
They automatically hit and do 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
Yay! Alright. First one. 4 damage. Second one. 4 damage. Third one. 3 damage.
11 total.
Okay, 11 damage total. He's still standing.
Grappling.
Grappling.
Leaning.
Hobbling. Yeah, we're very much leaning on.
Which brings us to Duza.
Very good. Go rip it off Willie and show Willie his boss.
Or it'd be nice and...
You know Duza does that.
How far away is he?
He's about a move away from you.
Okay. And I have to step back, don't I?
You can just do a normal move because no one else is threatening.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's only him and the big bad. Which you also did, Hunter's wife.
I didn't like her, but she's...
The amusing thing here is that
She's a wuss.
And I think
the amusing thing here is that if the guy wasn't nauseated and sick and all that kind of stuff, his eyes are probably open enough to surrender.
Does this guy indicate that he also surrenders?
He does not yet. He hasn't had a go-to.
Yeah, he hasn't had a go. But he's still hostile.
Well, Boss wasn't surrendered. He had go unplug. Boo.
And double attack.
Well, it's going to be even more messy in a minute.
Uh, 21.
Is he hit?
And 18.
What was the last one?
18.
18 is a miss.
18 is a miss.
By 1.
I won.
Probably a bit hard to hit them when they're in the middle of a grapple without hitting your friend.
Probably good, so it's probably good. It's not a really good roll, though. Total of 7.
7. He's still leaning against Willie.
I did more with 3 magic missiles than you did with 2. With the
1, 2 on my D8.
good job.
Okay, so now Willie, the guy who's grappling you has been hit by magic missiles as your friends try to save you. Jesus rushed over to beat it up, and as Jesus rushed over, you hear the sound of dogs growling and attacking Sparky because they weren't called off. So could you please give me
I'm waiting for a coup.
two attack rolls versus Sparky, please?
Oh,
Real attack roll versus.
Oh, here we go.
Let's puppies.
Each puppy gets 1 attack against Sparky.
No, I'm just trying to see what the attack is. Plus 7. Well, that's the puppy, which is what, 4.
Oh, let's go to the natural 20s.
I have enough. Oops. That's fine. I can pick up. I updated it. 18 for puppy.
Oh, you're close. Or you would have hit me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So,
and then giant is.
lucky for you, the cat behind wasn't on Puppy's side, so cat did not provide flanking.
Puppies don't automatically go for flanking each other?
They can't because Sparky's in the doorway.
Yeah.
So yes,
Giant misses.
giant misses.
Giant misses.
Badly?
Presumably not critically.
I don't know.
Did giant get less than 10 or less?
No, got 11.
Okay, so it wasn't badly. Okay, so that brings us to Willie.
And no one will steal your friend.
I'm going to try to get this disgusting monster off me. What's the easiest way to break the grapple? Is it to snap his neck, or to actually make him release his hold?
Well, I reckon snapping his neck would make him let go.
yep.
And I don't think he's got that much left in him. On the inside or the outside.
And you do have flanking thanks to Doozer.
Oh,
Well
nice.
done.
19, not without flanking, whatever that gives me.
19 total, that is a hit.
And 26.
Okay, so yes, neck gets snapped. And he collapses. You have ended combat with one snap of the neck.
I step back and try to
Have
minimize
we
the
really? Or
comment.
not?
Well, that was the last combat. I believe the puppies won't continue after they both retaliated
Oh, okay.
against.
Phew, I've just got to check on that one, that's all. Just be safe.
Well, normally they then realise you're supposed to be an ally and stop. Especially if
Oh,
Duzak
yeah.
calls them off.
Yeah, I call.
And then they do the look, just like Sparky normally does after he shoots someone in the back, saying, "Oh, sorry."
I was sorry. Oh, no, guys, like, oh,
You pat me now.
We didn't need it.
I put my crossbow away and don't want to touch it for a while after this.
Harry will go walk over to Willie and precipitate all the vomit off him. Make him look respectable at least.
Lily gives you a thankful nod.
We're not all douchebags. Just Doozer.
Actually, no. You know what? I'll just close them up.
Gorda will go for tying up the woman, checking to make sure she's got any weapons left on her or any other bits and pieces, and confirming with her that, so you're saying there's no one else down here in the compound?
Oh, there are other things down here, but no other members of the Horned Fangs. You've killed them all now.
I did warn you that you shouldn't have come to Roderick's Cove.
I was born here. I didn't come here.
You even hated.
You're the infidel invader, she says.
I knew that it was a hypocritical statement. That's why I didn't stop saying it though.
Though she does ask, are you a want-to-be elf? With the slightly pointed ears.
Gorda's not answering her questions.
Okay, so...
Well, I'm sure the authorities will want to actually have greater words with you.
I am sure they will, she says. And considering you've just gone through a major combat, I think that might be a good place for us to finish up for tonight.
Yeah.
With you being able to explore and gather stuff from down here between sessions. I'll try to write up what you can discover down here so you don't have to spend next session exploring the place.
Okay. Does, does this woman have a name which is like the what I'll check?
Her name is Yana Gildersleeves.
So, does Yana provide any information about what the other things down here that are not Horned Fangs?
Okay, so she does tell you about... It's on page 66. It doesn't tell me what it is, it just tells me what page it's on. Okay, so there is another of the sin spawn down here, she says.
As in, Gorda will point to, because the other one went up and spoke and disappeared.
Except for the one that was cut in half.
Yep, okay. So Gorda will say the sin spawn, that would be the, those monstrous creatures that were supporting you?
Yes, they are demons of sin.
So there's another of those down here.
Their leader.
No one else?
That's there was a ghost of a sort, but her people have left it alone since they discovered it. She describes the room where you met the ghost.
Yeah. Did she say where the other sin spawn is?
He's probably left because he would have watched to see how things went, and if it didn't go his way, left. He was the smarter of the two of them.
We've unleashed another fiend on the world. Yay!
He's also a priest of Yemasoth, one of the demons, as well as being a priest of Wrath.
Okay. okay, yes. Obviously, the intent will be take her back upstairs, potentially rest up or at least heal up a little bit, and check do the exploration of this area, as you said, to gather up any bits and pieces, and confirm that the covered skin spawn has actually left.
It's the first time you've heard the name Sinspawn.
Okay?
It's the first time your party's heard the name Sinspawn.
Yeah. But again, it's not the first time we've met them, is it?
It's not the first time you've met them. You've met them probably about 10, 20 times now.
That's what I thought. But now we've got a better name for them as opposed to monstrous creatures.
Okay, so
Yeah.
which means that when a couple of you are away for next session, you don't have to worry too much about trying to remember where you were.
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately, I won't be here for the next session. Hopefully you guys won't get into too much trouble.
I think I will be. I might just be very tired.
Trouble's fucking all day. Of course we will.
Yes. I'll just be very tired because I'll be coming off nights.
Okay, so thank you very much for tonight and the patience in setting everything up.
That's okay.
Thank you.
And we will pick this up in a fortnight and see what happens then. You should be. I will send out a link to the website, which will have the write-up for the session, plus any items you'll be able to scavenge from the region.
Awesome.
Okay, well, thanks all.
Thanks.
Have a good night, have a good weekend, and see you either next week or in a few weeks' time.
Thank you. And I will down for a chat.
Okay, so I'll put it on to end things, and if you want to stay around, you're welcome.
Okay, bye for now, guys.
Bye for now.